Against this right back, Charlie.
There's always just that active when that defenders, I think, is like. There's always just that active when that defenders, I think, is like. There's always just that active when that defenders, I think, is like.
People deluded, I'm back again.
Come on, Ian. Come on. As Ian Wright just said there, people deluded, I'm back again. The Premier League is back. It's only right we spend the whole day watching football. Again, big up to you lot who was just at my other watch along where we watched Manchester City and Liverpool draw. Right now we're watching Newcastle United against Chelsea. It's a tough game at St. James's Park. After this, saving the best till last. Arsenal obviously travel to Brentford. So live from 5 p.m, we'll be watching the game together. Brentford versus Arsenal, people. So yeah, I can't lie, you know, Chelsea have been turning their form around. Nobody looks forward to going to St. James's Park. Hopefully, this is a great game from the neutrals. You know, from a Newcastle perspective, they're actually starting a youngster in midfield in Millie. I must admit, I'm not privy to everything Chelsea, but the lineup did kind of throw me. I know Levi Colwell's had some injury, so he's not in the lineup. You've got Bandashile there. You've got my man from Rennes in midfield as well. Caicedo's on the bench. You've got Jackson, Palmer, and Sterling. It's due to be a decent game. If you're watching this on the stream, like myself, share the links, people. So yeah, it should be a decent game. You can see the lineups to the left and right of me. We've got 13 minutes until kickoff, people. Hopefully, it's a decent watch. And shout out the Glaswegians, man. H, appreciate you, and shout out to yourself for tuning in, man. I see you on a regular basis here. So yeah, man, the support is always welcomed, man. In relation to kickoff, yeah, everything is good on YouTube's end. We got 3-1 Newcastle. I'm gonna go 1-0 Chelsea, you know, and I hope Newcastle do the business. I hope it's, you know, one of them games that match up to what we expect in the Premier League. But I think both teams will kind of cancel each other out, if I'm honest. I am wary of the international break. As I said, you know, I got my prediction bang on with the 1-1 draw with City Liverpool. I think had that have been the game before the international break, I think you would have seen a lot more goals. I just feel a mixture of, you know, it's like driving a car and you just suddenly come to a hard stop with the international break. Momentum for both teams kind of goes out the window. It's already a packed fixture calendar list. The bulk of them players were traveling up and down and going wherever they're going, playing for their countries. I'm not too sure how much that sticks where Newcastle and Chelsea are concerned, but I just feel there isn't going to be kind of that stuff. But on paper, this is due to be a decent game, really and truly. And it's probably one that Gareth Southgate's watching. You've got Gallagher, Palmer, Sterling, all from a Chelsea perspective. You've got Nick Pope. You know, I think Pickford does all right for England. But I do think if you're Pope and Ramsdale, you're probably chomping at the bit to take his number one spot. So this is a game Southgate's probably watching. In it for the long run, brother. Appreciate you, Derek, because, you know, not only was you here in the last live stream and you're here now, you're in Australia, and it's ridiculous, you know, the fact that you're still awake. You know, last time I checked the time, which you would have seen in the last stream, it was 11 something at night. So yeah, big up yourself, man. What team do I support? Wrongans, you know, but the names in, you know, I'm sure you can see on YouTube, it says Deluded Gooner. Like, you can read between the lines in it. We've got 10 minutes until kickoff, people. In relation to statistics, Newcastle avoided defeat in both Premier League meetings with Chelsea last season, where they won 1 and they drew 1, having lost 7 of their previous 8 against Chelsea. They last had a longer unbeaten run against them between April of 1994 and September of 1995. Chelsea have lost 13 Premier League away games against Newcastle, winning 9 and drawing 6, only losing more at Arsenal and Liverpool in brackets 15 times each. Chelsea have won more Premier League points against teams starting the day above them in the Premier League this season than they have in the entirety of last season. Newcastle have won their last 4 Premier League matches without conceding a single goal. The Magpies haven't won 5 top flight home games in a row without conceding since February 1907. I don't know if you lot were about, but there you have it, man. Chelsea have netted exactly 4 goals in 3 of their last 5 Premier League games, in brackets 4-1 versus Burnley, 4-1 against Spurs, and 4-4 against City. So I don't think Newcastle will keep a clean sheet, but I'm going to go 1-0 each way. Having not scored 4 times in any of the previous 53 games before that, the Blues last scored 4+ goals in 3 games in a row between May and August of 2010. People, we go again, Justice. And Aiden, big up yourself for your support. I don't quite agree with your shout there, but yeah, big up yourself, man. And don't forget, people, after this we're watching Brentford against Arsenal. So yeah, man, 9 minutes until kickoff. Is the links working? I mean, that's Sky Sports, so that's not really a help to me. This is Danza Sports. I mean, are any of you actually going to show the game? Hey. Mute the tab. I don't know why you're showing me Michael Owen speaking. Trying to do up these streams. I guess, is it a thing where we have to wait till kickoff? Any streams, help the guy out, folks. Oh, this looks all right. Okay, we'll watch it on this one then. Let me share it. We'll watch it here together, folks. As the Nightbot said, don't forget to like and subscribe. I must admit, having sat here for 2 hours already, I am getting a bit over cramped. People, let me stand up temporarily. What a goal Trent Alexander-Arnold scored as well for Liverpool. I mean, it weren't the most dramatic of, it weren't the greatest of goals in it, you know, and especially with his catalogue of goals. But in terms of dramatic circumstances, it's definitely up there. If for whatever reason you wasn't watching Manchester City against Liverpool, it ended 1-1. Haaland scored the opener before, obviously, a dramatic goal from Trent Alexander-Arnold 10 minutes before the end of the game. And a draw is probably a fair result. Anytime City could drop points, it's for the greater good. Winter is really here. Yeah, it's cold, man. It really is cold. Wrap up warm and let's, watch some football together, guys and girls, man. Don't forget to take part in the voting. Don't forget, crucially, Newcastle versus Chelsea's all right, I guess. But after this, we're watching Brentford Arsenal. So, yeah, make sure you're all there for that one. I don't know why YouTube loves this, but, demonetize the video as much as you want. Go on then, lad. Go on then. DG, your goal smokes that goal, man. You was about 35 yards out. 1 goal wonder, man. Broken clock right twice a day, really and truly. The amount of times I hit the post, I would do that, and I'm never going to stop showing. I'm going to show my grandkids and my unborn kids that, and I'm going to lie and say it was in the Champions League final. Me personally, I think that's a better goal than the Zidane volley, but yeah, it's all entertainment. It's all entertainment, but yeah, man. What else is going on in the world of football before we obviously watch the game? What else is going on in the world of football? I mean, we just spoke about Trent. Leeds have dropped points. Harry Kane keeps scoring. And Mbappe keeps scoring in their respective leagues. Fair enough. If you're a Spurs fan, Emerson Rowe said, I'm a fighter. I don't expect being on the bench. Big up you, man. You deserve to play, man. You deserve to play, man. You're a baller, man. You're a baller. You're a baller. You're a baller. DG today is a must win for Arsenal. Every game in the Premier League for a club of Arsenal, just like many of the other top 4, top 6 title contender sides, every game's a must win, innit? So it'd be nice, man, to get back to winning ways. And actually, if Arsenal lose against Brentford, I think, we would have lost 2 games on the away from home on the bounce then. So there you have it. There you have it. Sort out Newcastle lineup. What do you mean? Is there a mistake? What do you mean, Jonathan? Oh, I've got Millie twice. My bad. Good looking out. Good looking out. Good looking out. I don't respond well to pressure, innit? That's probably why. This is why you should always double check your work. But good looking out, man. Let me change that. We've got enough time. We've got 6 minutes. Who am I missing? Good looking out. Tino Livramento. And to be fair, how could I miss you out? You're playing your former club. I wish we signed Tino Livramento. I know he's got injury issues, but I do think, you, James Justin, Timothy Cassandre, who is linked with, who else is there? Cancelo. I think they all share the thing in that. Obviously, some of those names are better than some others that I've said, but I do think Arsenal, if we could get another centre-back and a full-back, it'd be great. Or if you could get someone that's like Timber and Tomiyasu, that you can cover 3 positions, great. And Livramento would have been great because obviously You get over the injury problems. You've got a player that carries resale value, a player that could be there long term, and someone that can give Arteta another dimension, really. But now you're at Newcastle, it's an absolute mess. Big up yourself, Jonathan, as well, for that looking out. And now we've changed that. Tino is in the team. You know, maybe that's a Q Miley or Millie, however you pronounce it. It's going to have a great game. DG, big up DG. How was the City-Liverpool game? Bit flat, bit of a chess match, bit lacking in quality. I think Liverpool looked a better side in the second half. And yeah, man, you know, I felt sorry for, you know, Alisson made a mistake with his clearance. Yeah, man, I think Liverpool probably would sit there and think, what would have happened if the way we played in the second half, we played in the first half? City didn't go for the kill, innit? We all know in professional football or Premier League football, better yet, you know, 1-0 lead's dangerous, really. And a team like City, they should be able to see that through. I do think if you're Julian Alvarez, and to be honest, City didn't really, you know, when you watch City, they create like a million chances. It weren't really a thing like that, but Julian Alvarez had a great chance. I do think social media doesn't actually reflect real life. I don't think Doku cooked Trent. I don't think he cooked him. I think Trent switched off for one of the goals along with his whole team. But yeah, man, like it weren't really for the neutrals. It was an entertaining watch, but it weren't really, you know, the game with 20 goals and keepers are being sprung into action. Obviously, both keepers have conceded, but I think Edison early doors had to save a header from Darwin Núñez. Apart from that, he had nothing to do. Darwin Núñez, the amount of times he's caught offside is ridiculous. But yeah, well, I wouldn't quite say he didn't miss anything because it's two big teams, two great teams, etc., etc. But you kind of did. Big up the boy Deluded. Good energy and blessings to you for the year. Come and appreciate that, and right back at you and everybody else tuning in, man. So yeah, appreciate that, man. What a nice community we have here. Let me make sure my streams are actually working. Again, if you are watching this on the stream, help the guy. Okay, this one seems to be all right. Let me help you lot out as well. This one seems to be working, folks. So there we have it. And this referee just looks like he's itching to give away. You know what? I'm saying I don't know for who, but I'm saying there's a penalty in this game. Just the way the ref looks, he just looks like, again, you can't read, you know, his face, but he just looks like I'm ready to just make a talking point today. Again, Newcastle's a big club, great club. You know, I am happy for their fans because, you know, it's one of the, well, I don't have any statistics, but it's one of the, for me in England, it's one of the heavily supported clubs. You know, all them Geordies go hard for their team. Mike Ashley was doing them dirty. So they deserve to roar again and have some belief. It's a nasty ground if you're a visiting team, really. Saying that, you know, last season we did all right against Newcastle. I'm still scarred as an Arsenal fan for 2 years ago when there was that run where I think we played Spurs, Newcastle, maybe someone else, and when we was battling for top 4 and we choked there. I actually think when we lost to Newcastle, we did all right, but ultimately Nick Pope's without even seeing anything Chelsea do, Nick Pope's gonna be more busy today. Like when we played Newcastle, Pope had F all to do, really. And that was probably the one thing missing from us. Creating some damn chances, man. Man said, I'll be on 3 channels today. Tyrese Jones is back from injury and on the bench watching Watford and you're in my ear multitasking. What a great way of that. And obviously, big up Tyrese Jones. Hopefully, he comes off the bench, you know, and affects the game. Again, his being a professional footballer must suck in it because he has had a tough time with injuries, but just going to have to get on with it, really and truly. It is a shame, man. I do think if he was able to stay fit, whether he's at Arsenal or elsewhere, he's going to have a good career anyways. I believe in the guy, but had he been able to stay fit, who knows, man. Hey, right back at you, Ben T. And H, shout out to you, man. Again, both teams are walking out. As an Arsenal fan, it goes without saying, isn't it? Like, I need to see Newcastle win today. Any odds on Cole Palmer getting a penalty and Chelsea fans waffling about that? I have to do it. Someone else is playing in that Watford game of note as well. I'm sure there's a young player scheduled to play. Watford against Leicester's a techie game, you know. Where is it? No way is Tommins still playing football. I'm going off topic. No way Tommins still earns a living playing football. Boy, that's crazy. That's actually crazy. Eddie Howe and Pochettino shaking hands before they go to war. Oh, don't know why my alarm's going off at 3 p.m. Am I missing something? Don't know. Let me make sure I start this on time. Come on, Newcastle. It's a Geordie thing. It's a Geordie thing for 90 minutes. Come on, Newcastle. Cook them. Is that? Come on. Bruno Guimaraes, I can't lie. He looks spooky in big games, you know. I like the guy a lot. I think he's a big player, but he's looked a bit dodgy in the bigger games. And then you've got Eddie Howe's assistant who seems to, know where the camera is. Come on, is that you're wearing number 14, man. Thierry Henry inspired. Gordon, come on. If I had to bet money, 1-0 Chelsea. But I hope Newcastle could do it. Shout out to the young Miley, number 67 for Newcastle. He's been on the bench a couple of times. He gets a start. As much as I don't want to praise Chelsea, Cole Palmer's a fantastic player, ain't he? Absolute baller. Kickoff is imminent, folks. I didn't know you were doing a watch along. Allow us. Come on, man. Newcastle against Chelsea. It's a good game. Like, I hate anyone that knows me knows I hate 3 p.m. kickoffs, man. But this just could be a decent game. Do you know what? If I'm honest, I would have loved for Arsenal to be playing right now at 3 p.m. and then Chelsea Newcastle 5:30 under the lights. But it's us really scary, man. 5:30 kickoffs are scary. But yeah, Chelsea will kick off today. Obviously, they've won the coin toss. Nottingham Forest versus. Wait, is this on TV? Nottingham Forest Brighton. No. And we're off, folks. We're off. In fact, let's just switch on and watch this game. Again, Newcastle against Chelsea. Reece James is bombing forward. I mean, he's seen Trent score. He probably wants some headlines. Unfortunately, his touch is taking him out of possession, and it's a throw into Newcastle. Be interesting to see the two Cobham boys, Livramento and Reece James, how they get on that side. Appreciate that, John. Let's see what this. He's decent, the Rennes lad. I can't pronounce his last name. You'll see me always bottle it. But he's decent. It's just, unfortunately, not even unfortunately, you probably signed for Chelsea too early, where you're not ready to start week in, week out. But you've clearly, I don't know if it's a case of injuries or whatever, but you've clearly impressed to the standard of you starting. I'm sure where Newcastle's concerned, Newcastle fans probably didn't expect Millie to play or start. And Chelsea, a couple of starters probably weren't expected to start. Good play here by Newcastle. Ref waves advantage. In fact, well, there's no advantage. Trippier appeals for a handball, and his blessings and his calls have been answered. I don't know quite what they wanted Raheem Sterling to do with that, but cool. I'm not one to waffle about temperature and things like that, but it is winter, and up north. Is Newcastle up north? It must be up north. My geography is poor, but it must technically be up north, right, people? It must be cold over there. Let's see if Raheem Sterling and Cole can do it. Big up yourself, Top Blue, because you're here again. But yeah, as I said, we're watching you lot today under the lights. And I just hope that Newcastle win. And obviously, I hope Arsenal win. I hope Villa wins tomorrow. And I hope Everton wins tomorrow. And then my group chat's going to go off. Chelsea, that's a bit shaky defending there. Thiago Silva hooks it clear. Jackson fighting. Sterling can't bring it down. Do you know what? Already, this looks like it'll be more of an entertaining watch than Liverpool against City. It looks like the game's going to be more open. Feels like there's something in the air. It feels a lot more end-to-end. It looks like there's a lot of space. Obviously, every match between Premier League managers is a chess match, but this doesn't quite feel like one. Is Pochettino got a ban or something? Why is he in the stands? Or is this something new he's trying to do? I don't know, but yeah, it doesn't look like he's in a typical technical area. Thiago Silva. Cole Palmer, that's a good pass. He found Conor Gallagher. Gallagher's found Raheem Sterling. How Raheem Sterling didn't get called up to the latest England squad, I don't know. But to be honest, it don't really matter, innit? The crucial call-up you need is the last one where obviously the Euro squad's decided. Reece James. So Cole Palmer short there. I don't know what Reece James was doing there. Needs to sort out his first touch. Gordon. Joe Linton, 1 or 2 long. No way could you get a foul for that. Joe Linton. Cole Palmer. Conor Gallagher. Not really time for the man in possession. Probably got to wait for this game to settle. Both teams probably a bit too excited in early proceedings. Enzo Fernandez, Reece James, and what you can see there, Jackson of all people saying calm down. Reece James he's a quality player, but he needs to sort it out early doors, man. Terrible cross from him. Almiron, Trippier. Chelsea not allowing them out of their area. Just as I said, that was poor from Benoit Benchila, or whatever his name is. And Isaac can counter-attack for Newcastle here. Not too many supporting acts for the man in possession. Isaac venturing forward. Plays a 1-2 with Gomares. Isaac, come on, hit it. Oh, he just can't bring it down. Yeah, this is going to be an entertaining game. Chelsea have played quite well out of possession there. And they found Cucurella. What can Cucurella do? Give the ball away. It's here with Sterling. I can't lie. I don't think I can commentate on this game well enough for you lot people. You know, too many things are happening before I could even speak. Jackson, step overs. Should have shot. He found Sterling. He ain't found no one. I mean, he should be filled with confidence. He got a hat trick recently, but probably too confident there. Gordon tries to find Isaac. Sanchez boots it forward. I don't know why he did that really, because who is that too? Hopefully James stays fit. Pound for pound, he's England's best right back. We should do an Ashley Cole payback to him. Would love Reece James, but he's under contract. He's going to cost a lot of money. Smash the like button, people, and he's Mr. Chelsea. Quality player. The only thing with Reece James is Chelsea fans are probably not confident on his ability to, like you said, kind of alluded to stay fit for a duration of a season. And he looks like a concern over 90 minutes. But if he shakes off them things, I mean, Reece James got everything really, especially in the modern day. He can invert. You know, he can play as a traditional fullback. He's switched on defensively. He's a decent option going forward. You know, he can actually play in a couple of roles as well and thrive. Quality player. And I swear he's technically Chelsea's captain. Like, so, yeah, he's Mr. Chelsea, essentially. Him and his sister living the dream, really. Newcastle have given the ball away here. Tell a lie. Isaac's turned a terrible pass into a good one and earned his team a throw-in. A man said, DG, come on, bro. You need to learn the UK map. Newcastle North, bro. Why do you think the fans were booing after losing to Bournemouth? Them man traveled for 10 hours. To be fair, I wasn't confident, but I did say it's up north, did I not? Because, yeah, it's next to Scotland. Well, it's not too far from Scotland. Ball's gone out of play. Again, it's been a bit, you know, it's an open game, but quality missing for both teams. You know, first touches not quite spot on. People are playing blind passes. People are under-hitting and over-hitting passes, and people are getting caught in possession. Probably people need to calm down. Both teams and sort out the rustiness. I'm sure both sets of players have. We're all waiting for Reece James to take this throw in. He's got Enzo. He's got the former Rennes midfielder. He's got Cole Palmer. He sold Cole Palmer short. He does have another throw in though, and another opportunity to do much better than what that was. Big up yourself, Daniel. Hope you're doing well and safe. And I can't wait for the Arsenal game as well, provided that we do what needs to be done. We will be watching that later. Reece James has found Thiago Silva. Thiago Silva finds Robert. Is it Robert or Roberto? Let's just call him Sanchez. Sanchez, that's a good ball into Cucurella. Cucurella, that's not a bad first touch. I think he's looking for that free kick, but it is one. Yeah, hey, test my knowledge. Again, pause. I definitely know the UK map. What? Come on. I said it was up north. I'm a bit offended. And to be fair, what do I need to learn that map for? It's like knowing algebra, and it can't really help me make money. In fact, well, to be fair, maths is a terrible example for me, actually. Terrible example. Oh, man. I don't think we're going to see a goal anytime soon, but there's a bit of quality in this game in terms of there's a lot of space. I'm sure the crowd are playing a part in this game as well. Newcastle back in possession. Lascelles, to be fair, he's done well to... Bit like Harry Maguire at United, it seemed like your days at Newcastle were numbered. Maybe fortune with injuries, and actually you taking your chances. I've seen, you know, him giving a new lease of life at Newcastle. I do think the better Newcastle get, unfortunately, naturally, I like Dan Burn, but the Dan Burns, potentially Joe Linton playing on a regular basis in midfield, potentially Callum Wilson, and players of that ilk, Lascelles, Murphy, you've all done well, but I don't think, you know, the way the progression Newcastle's on, they just simply put gonna have to get more quality, essentially. Cucurella, Enzo Fernandez. I wonder why I wonder if it's a tactical decision why Caicedo's on the bench. But then again, he is South American. I imagine there's been a lot of traveling with him during this international break. But how much is that really an excuse? I'm sure Enzo's done the same. Nonetheless, that move or attempted attacking move by Chelsea's been cut out. And just as I finished telling you lot about it, Chelsea have won the ball back. Both teams, I wouldn't say struggling, but not really playing 10 significant passes. Where's Nottingham? Notts. Midlands, I swear. Like Midlands kind of area. It's not far from over them kind of sides. I swear it's that. Hey, yo, bad guy, you know. Yo, bad guy, try to catch me up. Newcastle in possession. I'm sure it's Midlands. Newcastle look exhausted. But we've had the international break. Conor Gallagher bombing forward. That's a good run. He's whistled wide. Anything above London, I call up north. True. To be fair, I am quite ignorant when it comes to that. Where have I actually been outside of London? I've been to Cornwall. I've been to Manchester, I've been to Birmingham, I've been to Cambridge, I've been to Stoke, technically, been to Liverpool, been to Leeds. Hey, you see, you tried it, Kate. Hey, not just a YouTuber, mate. Not just a YouTuber. You try to do me like them Towie ones. I told you. Anyways, it's a goal kick with Nick Pope. Nick Pope has gone long. He's kicked it into the channels. Who's going to win that? Joe Linton competes. I don't know how he fell on the floor, but he did. Cole Palmer, good defending by Livramento. Chelsea still have the ball, though. Thiago Silva. The amount of Chelsea players in gloves. Crazy. That's how I know it's freezing up there. Now, come on, the Midlands is a real place. Big up the Midlands. I ain't dissing the Midlands. I'm just saying Nottingham's, I swear it's the Midlands. Yeah, it is the Midlands. You lot are trying to think. My friends hate being called up north, hate being called north. Nah, it's not north. It's the Midlands. Literally the Midlands. Enzo Fernandez, Gallagher, Cucurella, Sterling. Oh, good tackle by Trippier, actually. Good tackle. It's going to have to be on the top of his game with Raheem Sterling. Sterling must be an annoying player to play against, man. Do you know what? I don't want Chelsea to thrive, of course, but I'm happy to see Pochettino has finally remembered, you know, Sterling had his best time playing in the left-hand channel. Sterling on the right ain't cash money. Did you see Nunes and Pep verbal at the end? I did, but what the hell was that about? Like, what did Pep do to Nunes? And to be fair, you know, if Nunes would time his runs on the pitch and not stay offside to the point when he was very calculated to go and question Pep Guardiola, he'd be a terrific footballer. Gordon, Joe Linton. What club has the best stadium in Europe? I'm not really qualified to answer that, but I could just say stadiums I would love to go to. I'd love to go, well, Messi's not there anymore, but I'd love to go back to Barcelona. Ball into the box has been dealt with. I can't answer that, but I'd say best atmosphere, probably like them Serbian kind of clubs, them, you know, Newcastle's probably there, Dortmund's probably there, Turkish clubs in the Champions League's probably there. Yeah, them kind of them Serbian kind of clubs like Red Star Belgrade and all of that. I would say Real Madrid though, man. That's one stadium on the go to. It just looks magical, man. But I don't know, man. About best stadium, probably one of the newer builds, isn't it? Like, just stadium, I don't know. You know what? I'm not gonna say them. I don't want to praise them lot who are allegedly rivals with Arsenal, but their stadium's kind of lit. I can't even lie. Again, as I said, there's been a lot of space. It's been fairly end to end. I don't think 11 minutes in the game is necessarily settled yet. But in terms of quality in the final third and breaking the deadlock, don't think we're going to see that anytime soon. Sanchez has put the ball out of play here. No atmosphere. I don't know. Then, M, man. I don't know. Atmosphere, then I don't know. If it's not atmosphere, I don't know. Best stadium, I don't know. You'd probably have to see what was being voted. The San Siro looks magical. Newcastle once again in possession. Trippier, who's got even more motivation being the next Spurs man to want to beat Chelsea. Almiron. Patient build-up play here down this right-hand side. Trippier tries to deliver. It's not the best of crosses. Gordon tries to make a meal of it. That's poor from Cole Palmer and Reece James. Gordon shouldn't still have possession. And it's here. Oh, it could be 1-0. Is it 1-0? Does the flag stay down? Has the flag stayed down? Newcastle 1, Chelsea 0. Number 14, Thierry Henry inspired. That breaks the deadlock. I swear one of you lot said that there's not a goal anytime soon. It might have been me. I'm denying it. But Newcastle draw first blood. Good bit of play. As you would have heard me say, horrible defending by Chelsea. And that seems to be an Achilles heel of them. Technically, the young Miley got an assist. Great moment for the young lad, really. Is VAR going to get involved? Good play. And as I said, Cole Palmer and Reece James sleeping there. Credit to Anthony Gordon, for keeping it alive. Now he's onside. Cucurella is sleeping. Cucurella is sleeping. Cucurella went to sleep there. You can't do that. He's playing everybody onside. And it's not, Cucurella is the least of Chelsea's worries. It's just horrible defending. First half, decent bit of play in the final third. And there we are. I think so. And Forest are winning. This could get messy. Pride of London, Newcastle have bagged. Come on, Isaac. Come on, Isaac. Some of us wanted you at the Emirates. Callum Wilson's injured and he's watching on. Fair enough. I mean, football's a 90-minute game, innit? It's going to take a while. Gordon. And I have to admit, I'm sorry, Anthony Gordon, man. I see why you were signed now. That's a brilliant tackle by, is it Leslie of Chelsea? And that's a foul by, who's this? Banishile. How many French centre-backs do you lot want? There'll never be Saliba, Chelsea. Chelsea. This is lovely stuff. Smash the like button if you haven't. DG, pick one player from Chelsea who can improve Arsenal. My pick is Enzo. Enzo Caicedo. Left field choice. Conor Gallagher, because there's a use for you in midfield at this moment in time. Pardon me. Lavia, even though you ain't even kicked the ball for Chelsea. I'm having Cole Palmer as well. You could play 8. In terms of experience, Thiago Silva, but that means less game time for Saliba. I'm not on that. Sterling, Gaza man, and that. Got to push that propaganda. Almiron, can he deliver? Can he deliver? He floats it up. Reece James sends it back where it came from. Conor Gallagher in possession. Joe Linton on him. He nutmegged Joe Linton, but he's lost it. He has given away a free kick. Chelsea just second best. As I said, the standards, Newcastle have scored. You are right. Newcastle have scored inside the first 12 minutes of this game, and we've already seen a goal. Courtesy of Isaac. Lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. Sheffield, bad man. Segunda Park, Borussia Dortmund is the best stadium in terms of atmosphere. I hear that. But in terms of what the best stadium is, I'm not too sure, though, facilities and stuff. And to be honest, I don't want to be laughing at Chelsea because, you know, Arsenal, we're either going to be pest control in a matter of hours or we're going to get stung by the bees. Either way, you know, we need to confirm what we need to confirm and then whatever. In terms of other results across the Premier League, people, it is a free kick with Trippier in Newcastle. Newcastle are obviously currently leading a goal to nil. Nottingham Forest are leading against Brighton 1-0. Bournemouth are beating Sheffield United 1-0. It's still 0-0 between Burnley and West Ham. Ball into the box here by Trippier. Nobody gambling. Cucurella heads. Yeah, it's 0-0 between Luton and Crystal Palace. Lokonga derby there. So yeah, man, and football to come. The last game of the day will obviously be Brentford versus Arsenal, folks. It's another one. Oh, at Newcastle. If I'm Eddie Howe, I'm telling my players, listen, final third, let's make sure we're patterned because we could get a couple here. As you saw with the City-Liverpool game, 1-0 is a dangerous scoreline. You don't want Chelsea to get into half-time where their manager could tell them exactly what they feel. And Chelsea are not out of this game. You'd be foolish to sleep on Chelsea at this moment in time, as much as I hope they are. Shout out this young Millie guy, man. You've obviously impressed Eddie Howe enough to start. How old are you? 17. Hey, life is crazy, man. What was I doing at 17, man? Well, definitely not playing football, innit? Big up yourself. Let's activate. Nice to see Reece getting some game time for England's sake. I hear that. Newcastle just on it a bit more, man. Chelsea moving like they don't know what's hit them. And Gamares could be in here. Good defending by Benoit of Chelsea. Cucurella sends it clear. But this is the thing, though. Chelsea, you need a hold-up, man. Sterling's fast, but not that fast. And it's back here with Newcastle again. Chelsea just struggling to get out their own half. What happened to Brighton? Did you know they haven't won a Premier League match for 2 months? Boy, I definitely did know because De Zerbi's not getting no hype. Their Twitter admin's not chatting no rubbish. And respectfully to Brighton, I'm not even trying to buoy them because they're a fantastically run club. They do good things. But, you know, that's the one luxury you have when you're not a big club. Nobody really cares like that. You would definitely know if it was Arsenal, Liverpool, Newcastle. I don't think you'd know with Spurs because they're not really they're not a big club, actually. Got to push the agenda. Sanchez of Chelsea. Feel sorry for the goalie. He's been on it. Leslie of Chelsea, who's got an opportunity here in place of Caicedo. I must admit, I do think Enzo Fernandez is a very good player, but we ain't seen 100 million like Kai Havertz is being killed, and rightly so, because we shouldn't have bought him, but haven't really seen the consistency and the levels from Enzo. Caicedo, I think he's a good player, but I think his limitations are highlighted at Chelsea in that he's not the guy off the ball like that. I'm not dissing him. Livramento hooks it clear. And again, Chelsea are not out of this game. They just need to settle. Time is flying, though. It's already been 80 minutes. If you haven't smashed the like button, smash such. I think Brighton were overperforming for time. Maybe a bit of overperformance. I don't know. Maybe teams have kind of found them out. I don't know if there's injuries. Sometimes in football, it's just one of those things. Sterling's lost the ball very cheaply. For someone of his quality, that was silly. Joe Linton, Gamares, the boys from Brazil. Joe Linton. Switch of play here. And it's here with Livramento, who's playing against his former club. Gordon was fouled off the ball there. And Livramento has said, yeah, I'm taking on Reece James. He's done well here. Reece James has recovered. Got to throw in for his troubles. True, we would. No, I wouldn't know about Spurs. You know, their manager just, you know, giving more interviews to the media than Jada Pickett, really. Like, Sterling playing at non-league level again. To be fair with you, everyone at Chelsea's not performing right now, isn't it? Like, I think Sanchez is half turn up. Reece James's touch so far has been awful. You know, midfield is non-existent as well. So you're gonna get stressed. Like, obviously, you know you're coming. Every away game is difficult. A ground like Newcastle, you know you're playing 12 players. You're playing the crowd. Fans are gonna feed off that energy level and so on and so forth. Jamal Lascelles, I don't know why, but he seems to be changing his boots. And it looks like the Newcastle owners are in the building. And yeah, you know you got to put in the performance when your bosses are there, innit? Joe Linton's down. Joe Linton, you're like heavyweight wrestler. You're too big, pause, to be doing all this. I'm on the floor stuff. Leave that to the 5'8" technical footballers. Get up, mate. You're a brute, lad. Get up. Finally paying the price for selling their best players. Brighton will be the new Southampton. Not really, to a degree, but I mean, Brighton are going to get into that scenario where they need to decide what they want, like, because essentially it's just, you know, you can't diss what they're doing. First thing we got to remember, they only got promoted a few seasons ago. They've got stability. I don't think they're going to get relegated, but they've got stability in that regards. It's a well-run club as well. You know, they have the replacements for the replacements before they sell players. But I do think, especially with last season, you are right in that they're at that stage now where are you just going to be a farm? Like, you're growing like fruit for someone and you're never tasting the fruit. Like, you're getting the McAllisters and Caicedos, and Chelsea could be in here. Actually, this is poor from Newcastle. Sterling doesn't try to square the ball. Poor from Sterling. There's no way you get. How's he got a free kick for that? And it's a yellow card for Trippier. I think that's poor there, ref. Sterling's lucky. But yeah, Newcastle have to decide what they want to. I'm not Newcastle. Brighton have to decide what they want to do. Like, they almost got. Well, they are in Europe, but they were fighting. They were in enough with a shout of Champions League indirectly. If they want to consistently get Europe and aspire beyond, then you need to keep hold of players to a degree. And right now, that's not the case. You know, if you pay the money, obviously inflated fees with what's with football now, with when we spent 50 million on Benjamin White off the back of one Premier League season, the money that Caicedo cost, the money that Chelsea spent for Cucurella, you know, McAllister, 35 million. That was a deal and that was an anomaly, but they made a handsome profit on that. Why do the English media and rival fans call De Zerbi a top manager? Before he came to Brighton, nobody knew who he was. I don't get it. To be fair, Antonio, that's harsh because he was doing his thing at Sassuolo, and I'm sure he's been at Shakhtar. But I do think there's a love affair. And again, you know, respectfully to Brighton, everything you do at Brighton, you're going to be a miracle worker. You know, if Pep does good or does bad, it's highlighted. Arteta at the moment with managing Arsenal, obviously with Conte and Jose specifically at Chelsea and indirectly at Spurs and so on and so forth. I think that's another luxury. Now, I'm not going to lie. Chelsea have a free kick in a fantastic position. You've got Sterling over that. I would say Reece James have a goal. You've got the quality. You've got the quality to do it. I don't know if Reece James fancies it. I don't know if this will be a set piece routine. Surely got to go for goal. Ross Sterling fancies it. Gaza, man. Raheem Sterling. Oh! Do you know what? You have to give credit where it's due. Raheem Sterling. What a free kick. And Chelsea are instantly back in the game. What a free kick from Raza. What a free kick from Raza. You know, I was saying Reece James should have it, but, you know, when a free kick taker like Reece James steps aside, you know, you got to come with something special. No emotions from Poch. He's clearly not happy. And to be fair with you, Newcastle only have themselves to blame. I did think Raheem Sterling's decision-making in the build-up to that free kick being given away was terrible. But, you know, what was wrong with Newcastle's shape? They were caught 3-2. What a free kick from Sterling. And you know what? That might not be the most glamorous, but the ability to keep that down and just guide that. To be fair, Pope has showed him where to go. Pope has tempted him and he's done it. That is a effing good free kick. You got to give credit where due. And we're in for a feast for us neutrals, man. Newcastle won, Chelsea won. We've been treated to 2 goals in the opening 20 odd minutes. What a finish. Top Blue, you're shameless because you were saying he's playing non-league level. I mean, if you're a non-league defender, you don't want to see that from Raza, do you? What a finish, man. Serious finish. And in my opinion, Ethan Pinnock, Raheem Sterling, Leon Bailey, Bobby Reed, they're the best players in the Prem at the moment, the yard ones. And it's 1-1 currently between Brighton and Nottingham Forest as well, people. I've just seen that on the Sky Sports thingy. And it's 1-1 here, obviously. Reece James galloping forward. Where's his options, though? He's done very well to find Cole Palmer. I wonder where Cole Palmer ends up long term. Raheem Sterling goes for a shot. He's feeling himself, but that was dead. Surely he's a 10 and an 8 long term. I don't think you're going to keep playing for the rest of your career off this wide right. Anthony Gordon galloping forward. Thiago Silva's going to clamp you. And Reece James. To be fair, it's an encouraging run from Gordon, but they've dealt with it. Thiago Silva, I don't know what... I'm not going to boy him in it because Thiago Silva's my guy, even though he plays for this club. But I don't know what skill he tried to do there. But he fell flat on his ass and he's surely given away a corner. I don't know what Thiago Silva tried to do there. He needs to remember he's a defender as quality as he is. Whoa. I don't know what he was doing there. That was meaty. Cole's probably a 10. Slightly. Went to Jamaica versus Canada on Tuesday. Movie. We dealt with you lot, man. We dealt with you lot. You're not 30, man. Trippier ball into the box. I said no. Raw, Joe Linton, did you miss? Raw, you're comparing a 50-year-old in Raheem Sterling to Martinelli. Crazy. When Cole Palmer, when Hudson-Odoi, when all of these crap star boys that you lot gas up, when they get double figures in the league, talk to me. Big up yourself, A10 Malik. But man, lie it, man. Lie it, bro. These your shooters. Lie it, cuz. Allow it, man. Raheem Sterling's a seasoned vet. 50, you're like a 50-year-old man beefing little kids on the internet. Lie it, man. De Zerbi, according to TalkSport at the time, only English managers can only understand the league, not like Wenger was the first international manager to win the league. Maybe the words might be out of context, man. Joe Linton spends half the game on the floor like one Badina. I hear that. Raw. Like Brewster in that. Fake gold, man. Nah, Hudson-Odoi is your guy. You lot said he's generational talent. Whatever you say, we've got the best Chelsea Academy players. Declan Rice. Make sure you win. Make sure you win. Every day, somebody comes at us Arsenal star boys, man. You know, Hudson-Odoi, Mudryk, Sancho, Anthony, that madman that plays in Spain now. We don't condone what he did. Allow it, man. Exactly. We got a keeper that can't concentrate, a striker that don't score. We're ahead of you, bro. Like the hell? Levels. I haven't even seen Enzo Fernandez, you know, do what Kai Havertz did against City, though, or Fabio Vieira. Don't forget, we're on to your £100 million men. Tell Cole Palmer to do something apart from scoring a penalty. See, clamp, man. You see, I'm trying to be neutral, yeah? You wanted a reaction, let's go. We has something for me. G1's back. Wow. Everyone cut the track. Wow. G1. Where have you been? Wow, Wow. Anyways, Newcastle have the ball on this right-hand side. Gamaraes. I can't lie, even got Bruno Gamaraes. I think he's a baller, but he looks spooky in big games. Ooh, speaking of spooky, what was that from Trippier? His cross has come all the way to Gordon. I have to apologize to Gordon. You're a much better player than I gave you credit for. You know, your captain's just not over his BBL treatment, Malik. That's a ball. I mean, Enzo Fernandez has done well. I don't know why he's appealing for a handball. He better continue playing. I don't know what that was from Izzat, but he's kept the ball. It's a good game for the neutrals. If you're a Newcastle or Chelsea fan, your heart rate's probably all over the place. Gordon tried to shoot. It's been blocked. Sterling wins the header. Almiron. Trippier. Right, Trippier doing flicks. Since when? Crazy. Joe Linton. I take this guy off. Take this guy off, man. Raheem Sterling, Cole Palmer. Ooh, lovely touch, but then he's nutmegged. Both teams not holding on to the ball well enough, man. And I'm sure if you're a manager for both teams, you're doing your head in, man. DG, you've seen Arsenal's run of fixtures until the next international break looking like a title-winning run. I can't lie. I don't understand. What does a title-winning run look like? And are Arsenal in with a shout of winning the league? I don't know. In many ways, winning the league is just being better than you was last season. It's just being better than you was game to game. Of course, I'd like to win a Premier League trophy. But yeah, that is a serious tackle by this Leslie guy. It didn't come to nothing. But that, I love that. No nonsense. Millie's lost the ball. Cucurella, I thought was fouled. Ref don't agree with me. It's quite Sunday League-esque. Pinball settings. Not really quality. Well, there was definitely quality from Raheem Sterling's goal and quality for Isaac's goal. But yeah, apart from that, myth. Absolute myth. Into the hands of Sanchez. I don't know. Do Arsenal go to... I don't look at the league table. Like, I just take it game to game. I just, just want to see Arsenal do better than we was yesterday, innit? Chelsea are set piece FC right now. I can't lie. Gordon is all right, but Isaac's been calling for time for Arsenal to get him. Still love Jesus. This guy and his media trained answers. I don't understand what is media trained answers. And my job is to answer questions that you lot ask me, smash the like button and get that in as much as I can. I'll always answer with a hell of integrity. But yeah, I don't understand the question about winning league titles. Like, it could be winning the Premier League, which we'd all love. It's also about improving and being better than you was yesterday. Someone asked for a Crystal Palace link. I ain't got that. I'm watching Newcastle, Chelsea, my dude. Armour on. Whistles out, goal kick. Oh man, Wenger answers. You gotta run the Wenger answers, bro. You think you lot are smart? You lot just want to get all these clips and then remind me in April. Arsenal will have a man moving like he's media trained. They've been hurt too much. G1, remember you support United, Remember you support United. Relax. You want to talk about media answers? Ten Hag said errors come to an end. We don't play friendlies. Boy. Tactical decisions by Champions League Varane has been benched for Harry Maguire. Crazy. Big up Ten Hag, though. Statistically, you're one of the most informed sides. He's turning things around. Reece James. Cole Palmer, bang it. What a player he is. Oh, Joe Linton got sent for a bagel. Not the best of passes to Reece James. Enzo Fernandez. Oh, Chelsea are waking up. Nick Pope to the... I think he saved that. And I think Chelsea need to sort it out, or you're not... Until they sort out their team, you're not going to see the real Enzo Fernandez. He's a baller. Ooh, that was nasty from Cole Palmer. Reece James done well as well. Enzo didn't have much time to think about it. He's done what he could. And I think Pope at the media, the camera angle ain't the best, but surely Pope got a touch on that. In fact, he did because it's a corner. How long you giving Arteta to win a trophy before you want him out? Well, I mean, he's won the English Super Cup in August and he's won an FA Cup. So, I don't know. I don't understand the question. Like, corner all into the hands of Pope. Again, Newcastle started well, but since Chelsea have scored that fantastic Raheem Sterling strike, Chelsea have woken up. Newcastle look like they're still bugging out. And boy, it looks like there could be goals here. Entertaining watch. I'm hoping to be sting you lot. Listen, it's the Premier League. Anything can happen, innit? We beat Manchester City without our strongest 11. Anything can happen, innit? Anything can happen. It's our job just to give a good account of ourselves and do what we can. But I don't want to hear it from Man United fans. I can't lie. So you count the Charity Cup as a major trophy. It's the English Super Cup, especially against this Manchester City side. There's nothing you can do about it. It's a trophy, isn't it? We're in the game to win trophies. Trophies, like it's trophies, isn't it? And you look at not Spurs because they can't do these things, but Arsenal, Man United, Chelsea, City, it's counted on their websites as honours and used by United fans as why they got more trophies than certain clubs. So we're running it. I don't want to hear. It's not even that. United, it's one of them things. Like, you need to sort out your own yard. You lot are the worst of the worst, bro. And the thing is with United fans, you lot are the loudest. And you lot can give it, but you can't take it. You lot were telling us Declan Rice is overrated and we're finished and this after playing us in America and that. Cool, you lot won. Ferguson's good for Brighton, by the way. You lot won the soccer thing when it came to football. But hey, say what you want about Arteta. But I know he ain't playing Bruno Fernandes out wide. I told you, you think you're getting anywhere with a black goalie? Safe. You're not cutting out the hood with that. Man, them can't play and goal. That, fam. Don't want to hear it. Have fun in the Champions League, though. Big up you lot, man. You got a difficult game against Galatasaray. You know, big up Copenhagen. That was a very, very tough game. Very tough game. Very tough game, man. Who? Who is that? Man need to fix their toilets. Have they even got VAR schemes at Old Trafford? I mean, Manchester United is a magical club, but you see your fans, the fans, including my own family members, you lot don't deserve nothing good. Your fans don't deserve it. Pick up the Glazers. Ten Hag in, give him a new deal. You still gassing up that Sancho, brother? Damn, can't even eat his cheese strings at you lot's training ground. Masterclass for Jesus and our captain. When they play well, we cook. I mean, I'm being humble in it because Brentford's scary. Thomas Frank's scary. Wisa and Buemo, these guys scary. Raheem Sterling down this left-hand side. Plays Cole Palmer. We killed Palmer there. The idea was right. He killed him. To his credit, Palmer tried to keep it in, but there was no chance, man. No chance of that. Palace game isn't worth it. It's still 0-0. Palace versus Luton. Shout out them, but I ain't not trying to watch that, man. Gordon is already... Oh, sorry, seen that already. Where's the other? Someone else said something. Certain teams have an over £200 million midfield sitting mid-table. Boy, Ramsdale should fancy his chances going to Chelsea. Sanchez is very subpar. If he stayed at Brighton, he'd be third choice. Bit harsh. I think Sanchez is all right. And I hear you should fancy his chances, but it don't make sense. Obviously, Chelsea, big club. They will get it together. You got Pochettino. You still stay in London. There's plenty of reasons to sign for Chelsea, but it don't make no sense. You've got Raya here. Then over there, you're going to have Sanchez, who's, gets called up to Spain and that. There's no evidence of this, but I'm just convinced Ramsdale goes Newcastle. You've got Nick Pope there. So I don't know where you go or what you do. Shout out Jude and shout out to you all the way from Singapore, man. Appreciate that. Fave current Arsenal player, DG. That's a difficult one, but you can't have one, can you? You can't. It's like having children. Oh, Chelsea could be in here. Conor Gallagher said someone shot. Gallagher, you need to cut your hair, man. If you're going to move like that in front of goal, you haven't unlocked the ability to do the hairstyles and that. You need to go back to a level 1 trim, maybe even Martin Skirt or skinhead, because you sent someone shot, need a bit of composure. It should be 2-1 Chelsea. Or we should have seen Nick Pope saving ability from close range. But as I said, I still think it's end-to-end. I think it's an even game. Since Chelsea have scored, though, I do think they've been the more dominant side. It does, up until that point, Newcastle look confident, and it's not that they're not looking confident. They just look a bit nervous, and they're not holding on to the ball well enough. Here it is with Jackson. Gonna get fouled, Jackson, lad. There you are. Ref don't agree with me, though. He's saying play on. Livramento, Joe Linton. As Top Blue said, Joe Linton just spends so much time on the floor, man. Well, to be fair, Battle of the Media, he beat Jackson there. Pause. But yeah, favourites, current player? Saka, Saliba, Declan Rice, Martinelli, Trossard. The usual suspects, man. The usual suspects. Very open game, this. London Derby away match, cash money for Arteta. I mean, the last one wasn't quite that against these. We're quite fortunate that we got a point. Facts, United are jarring, man. Them man think they're on our level. Bro, United fans just do this. They do, the fans, not the club, they do this. Everyone's the best ever, the best thing since sliced bread. Ten Heisenberg and the best manager, and he's the best manager excluding Pep and Klopp. Now they're calling for the man out. They've once upon a time said Maguire is a better player than Van Dijk. Wan-Bissaka is better than Trent. Martial is this and that. Rashford is levels with Mbappe. Bruno Fernandes gets in the City side and better than Kevin De Bruyne. Allow it, man. Stop, man. Stop, man, please. They got mental illness, man. As Pogba's documentary says, they know very little about football. And I don't subscribe to this notion, better yet, that one fan base knows ball a lot more than others, because every fan base are just idiotic. Chelsea, Arsenal, Spurs, every damn club under the sun. And United are the United fans I know, they just love chatting, and they're the most shameless. They twerked for City all season last year, and then they took the treble from you lot. I know they couldn't take the invincible thing. Enzo Fernandez in possession. I can't lie, the more the game goes on, it's looking like Chelsea are going to win this. Enzo Fernandez galloping forward. Killed Sterling there. But Sterling can still bring it under control. What's Sterling going to do? Is he going to take on Trippier or play it simple? Probably got too long to think on the ball. Terrible from a Newcastle perspective. And he's earned a corner. That's absolutely horrible defending by Newcastle. Like, Sterling probably could have took a selfie there. We're focusing on now. That's why United must win the league. You're the most informed team in the Premier League, allegedly, statistically. You must win the league. You must challenge. You won, as you lot banged on about with your fake Rolly last season, you won the League Cup, you're building something special. You must win the league. Jackson or Nketiah. It's been them both, man. Jackson, man. Big up Eddie, but Jackson. But then again, has Jackson scored a screamer in the Premier League? Battle of the media, man. Both probably shouldn't be at either club. Both should just be put on the loan market and just sold for a profit. You forget Smith Rowe, DG. There's too many, man. Odegaard, Smith Rowe, Declan Rice, if I haven't made that clear. Saliba, Jesus. I like Zinchenko. There's very few players I don't like in that Arsenal team. Say the only ones I'm not keen on, Kai Havertz. Like, support you because you play for the club, but you're not doing nothing, are you? Probably the only one I don't think is like, there's players I don't feel we can progress with. There's players I feel we need to be upgraded on. But even someone like El Nene, you're past your sell-by date. I don't think like you're terrible and you shouldn't be here and there's not a use. We just shouldn't really see you for more than 5 games a season. As I said, the more this game goes on, 5 minutes to the end of the first half, people, it's Chelsea's. It's just the only bad thing Chelsea have done is they started poor and they conceded a terrible goal. But since then, curse of the commentator, Cole Palmer's gifted it back. They've done all right. It is still an open game, though. And Jackson could be in here. Will Trippier's slide tackle inadvertently? No, Conor Gallagher, you bottled that. You weren't fouled. To be fair, Chelsea could have been in here. Gordon, what can he do? Can he flip this time its leg? Ooh, that is a foul. Gordon sent someone shop and Leslie picks up a yellow card for his troubles. Yeah, United fans are great with Banner. You would have said Eddie. I like Eddie, man. I like Eddie and Nketiah. I like you. I don't think you should you shouldn't be second choice. I don't think you're bad. But if we're trying to fight for a league or improve or go to where I'm going, then are we trying to be a certified football club or are we trying to be a charity home? That's one of my pet peeves with Arteta. Now, I think he's got that Wenger thing where how do I make it make sense? Like your love for certain players will see you not get certain results. Because that's all you buy Havertz. That's all you persist with Havertz. That's all you think that... I don't even think Jorginho's a bad player, but if you're looking at Jorginho to maybe play 20-odd games or 20-odd starts across 38 games, is very different. Shout out Timber. Oh, yeah, I completely forgot about Cedric. Yeah. Cedric safe. No love for Cedric. Big him out, play for Arsenal, always support you, but yeah, I'm not keen on Cedric. I'm not really keen on Kai Havertz. Apart from that, I don't think that there's players that should be moved on, but yeah, I don't think anyone's terrible like that. Trippier with a free kick. Can he go machine for machine with Raheem Sterling? I don't think the angle's kind to him. And it's going to need to be something perfect. SARS over it. Is he doing what I do on Sundays? You're just over it for decoration. Oh, it's a good effort by Trippier. It's hit the... has Sanchez saved that or has it hit the post? I think it's hit the crossbar. It's a difficult angle, but Trippier gave it as good as he could. It's a good effort. Pardon me. Was there a touch by Sanchez? No. It's just grazed the top of the bar. Eddie can score a hat-trick against a low block. Jack, mate, Eddie's cash money when the game don't mean anything. I do think Eddie's improved. One thing I like about Eddie Nketiah is his attitude. I think I would love for young players to have... I love his mentality. I do like that about Eddie, but you know, if we sign these Ivan Tonys, these Vlahovic's, these Osimhen's, or any striker, then your game time should be limited. I like Reece Nelson, but if you go and sign a winger, the only thing that I can see keeping you lot is Arteta likes you lot. You can be utilised in the squad. I don't think they don't want to start games, but I can't see them pulling up a fuss. But if you bring in a winger or a striker, then you choose game time has to be capped. Are we trying to win stuff or improve as a club, or are we trying to be a play club? It's not Sunday League. It's not a case of paying your subs. Everyone gets a game. Shout yourself, Gooner. Jackson, this is tired. Yeah, but naturally, like Jackson is going to get demoted soon at Chelsea. Right now, you ain't. Ooh, that was a shaky pass. Lascelles had to get that gone. When Nkunku's fit, I don't know where Broyer is, but there's the option of Broyer. Probably next season going to bring in a striker if you don't do it in January. Yeah, man. Joe Linton, is he going to fancy the shot? Uh. You trust your players too much. Havertz doesn't believe in himself. The only time Havertz looks anything close to half decent for Arsenal is off the ball. You look like you got up to grips with what Mikel Arteta wants in that regards. But like anytime we're praising people for tackling, for working hard, we're talking about watching games again to see what they do. It's dangerous, but I don't get angry at Havertz. Like obviously, I want you to play better. I give you constructive criticism, but you didn't sign yourself. Arteta signed you. Arteta put 65 million quid for Havertz. You thought he could help us. You thought he could add to our midfield. You thought he could help us on this process, like everybody that isn't City, to try and be title challengers. It's the same things in an Arsenal shirt. I do think in the last few games, Havertz has done okay, and he's definitely put a bit of a consistent run there, but it's horrible. Like the bars on the floor for normal players, I wouldn't be mentioning that. And I don't really want to keep talking about Havertz, but what is his best position, people? Whatever you think his best position is he top 5? Is he the best? Is he anything from the best to top 5 in that position at Arsenal? And then where does he rank in the league? Because for me right now, he's best off the bench. Or in fact, saying that, I have a feeling he scores today against Brentford. It's about time shit gonna finally scored. But yeah, he doesn't believe in himself. I want to see Havertz make mistakes, if I'm honest. Because at least if you make mistakes, you're trying things. 3 minutes of added on time, people. I can't lie, big up you lot. Make sure you're smashing the like button and shout out to you lot on Twitch. This has flown by, innit? Today's actually flying by. And then 5 o'clock. Oof. Got the big one. Livermento's caught by Reece James. Reece James don't look fully fit. Still playing good. He just don't look fully fit. Need Eddie to unlock the Origi gene, score off the bench. But Eddie's improving as a player, but that's a man that you're meant to bring in a next striker. He's improved a bit, and you sell him for a profit. Or if he wants to stay and be part of the squad, why not? You lot want to push on and win the league, but the board that are comfy with the Champions League football. I do think expectations inside a football club and what the fans want is different. And I do think, on one hand, yes, we've spent a lot of money. We should be pushing for a league title and stuff. But, I don't quite sign up to this notion of Arteta doesn't win the league or the Champions League and you need to sack him. And like the comment there, Arteta tries to make a hoe into a housewife. You can't do that. Right? You can't do that. Arteta likes to save too many people. And as good as he is, you're not a miracle worker. So, like, yeah, with Havertz. And to be honest with you, what makes me more concerned is it's not like FIFA or Football Manager. You don't just decide to sign a player. You probably talk to Edu, your coaching staff, listen to everyone's comments, how they feel about this. You probably were talking to Havertz for weeks/months in relation to signing for the club. You probably had an idea in your head individually and collectively how he improves. I can't see it. Yeah, when you talk about Havertz in isolation, if the penny dropped, he would look lit, but Chelsea fans been through this. Speaking of Chelsea, they've lost the ball there. It's long now, man. I'll be amazed. I just accept them kind of players. I just accept them for what they are. What's the point? You didn't sign yourself. Reece James gets past Joe Linton. Battle of the BBLs there. And to be fair, Joe Linton caught James there. Surely he's got to get beat booked. That looked like a nasty one. Brighton have turned the game around. Ferguson is bagged. I mean, Joe Linton gets away with murder, don't he? I like Eddie and his mindset. I think he'll have a decent career after football. I wonder what he'll do. But even that, I do think Eddie's not good enough to be like in the position he is for Arsenal. And he has improved. And maybe this is how it is. But how much would you have improved if you was at a team, whoever it is, where you're going to start 10 games in a row, 5 games in a row, etc. I did think for a while, to be fair, early in the season, Eddie was one of the players of the season. Reece James is angry with someone. Who's he getting into verbal with? And I want to know why Pochettino isn't actually on the touchline, like his assistant guy, the guy that was with him with Spurs, is doing that, and thingy Pochettino's in the bleachers. But yeah, gonna have to put up with that. Ref, surely it's half time on this stream. Can't imagine there's too much more. I think 1-1's just about fair. I do think, had this first half played for an extra 10 minutes, I think Chelsea get a second. I think Chelsea are more likely to win. even though I don't want that to be the case. It's like I think Chelsea's reaction to conceding and ultimately scoring has been a lot better than Newcastle's. I do think this ref for both teams is trying to make it about himself. So yeah, half-time, people, essentially. And that brings an end to the half. That was a bit bewildering as to why Isaac, I don't know why he put a foul against Isaac, but yeah. Worst player ever. Gallas, less said the better. Worst Arsenal player I've seen. Yeah, Gallas. In terms of ability, he's not the worst, but how you carried yourself, you know, the fact that you had a Mohican that was relaxed, he was wearing the number 10, you know, he was meant to bring all that Chelsea mentality stuff, and he was the first to throw a strop, an absolute dickhead, pardon me. Like, Gallas, I don't hate you as a person, I don't know you, but from a footballing point of view, pardon my language, Gallas, you're a piece of shit. Absolute piece of shit, disgusting human being. I wish you nothing but the worst. I hate when you talk about Arsenal. I hate when you give them like interviews and stuff. I think you sound like a pussy. Just don't like you at all. Don't like you, William Gallas, at all. In terms of everything, Jenkinson, because I used to hate when big up Jenkinson, he was living the dream. And you know what, shameless, if you know, Jenkinson, if you watch my channel, it weren't me saying it. Let's do an interview, we can get engagement and that. But yeah, Jenkinson was horrible, man. Oh, Pedro Neto bagged. He's in my FPL team and he's on the bench. Yeah, Jenkinson, because Jenkins, you know, the thing with Arsenal fans, yeah, every fan's got them, yeah. And every fan's got delusion, but I do think Arsenal fans can be hypocrites in that they want difficult decisions, they want harsh decisions, and then when these things start happening, they're scared or like they cling on to mediocre players, really. Like, and I think that was with Jenkinson. Oh, he's an Arsenal fan, so what? Do you know how crap he was? That obviously compared to me and you lot, well, I'm scoring bangers out here, but maybe some of you lot, he's better than you lot, innit? Well, no, I'm joking, he is, but horrible, and we're just cutting my man bare excuses because he's an Arsenal fan. No, he's effing crap. How did we scout him? Jenkinson 100% was an industry plant. The career makes no sense. Buy a random Donny from Charlton. He happens to be an Arsenal fan. He's playing week in, week out. My word, we was in the trenches. We still are, but the trenches are kind of different, man. Gallas talks like he was an Arsenal legend. Listen, Gallas, terrific footballer, all these things, but absolute pussy old man. Absolute idiot. Reece James looks physically finished at 23. I don't know, man. I don't know. I like Reece James. I just think the injuries, man. Like, the injuries will halt your progress. I don't know why it keeps happening. I don't know. Like, I think Chelsea fans are surprised if Reece James plays 90 minutes. You know, the best trait you could have is being fit in it. And if you're going to be a captain and all of that, then you need that. Like, Reece James on abilities, quality player, especially the fact that he's come from your academy hasn't cost a penny, really and truly. To go back to the comment about England's best fullback, I don't think it's Kyle Walker. Like, when you like the Trent stuff is lit. Reece James probably the most all-rounded fullback there is that England have at the moment. But if I was Southgate and I'm in the latter stages of the Euros or whatever, I'm probably going to bet on Kyle Walker. I think he might not be as all-rounded per se. He's probably more closer to Reece James than Trent. I don't think he's clearly not as good on the ball as Reece James or Trent. But I think he's a lot more solid defensively. I think he's a lot more street smart than all of them. Who would you even get if you sack him again? When people say that, I do think it's a bit of a twofold question because it's not our job to know, but who would we get? You are right. I don't think that should be used as a reason to keep someone in a job, but yeah, man, you're right. I would say for me, Jabi Alonso, I want another hipster manager, but I don't know. This man is the best live game commentator in England. Salute, DG. I feel like Ramsey when he left the Emirates. Appreciate that one. Havertz probably cried when he scores for Arsenal. A legit goal. Do you see Arteta trying him at left back? I don't want to, but when you deep it, like, what else we got to lose with Kai Havertz? You might as well play left back, my guy. Like, you played centre mid, he played up front, you played everywhere. You might as well. Like, you've got height, you invert. The one thing I give you Havertz is his willingness to put in a shift. But again, a man's needy when you're praising this. I just would love Arteta to tell me what we saw in Havertz, because if not like for like in terms of midfield, we could have spent that money so much better, really and truly. You see what Kudus is doing, could have got that, could have got Maddison. Lavia ain't kicked a ball for Chelsea, but could have got that. Rather have given the 65 million for Douglas Luiz. You know, like, I don't know. I don't know what the link up was. I said I wanted 2 midfielders in the summer. Technically, I got that with Havertz, but I don't know what. Like, I have to assume Arteta's trying to make it the Declan Rice, Kai Havertz, and Odegaard long term at this moment in time. You're asking the wrong guy, and I don't know. Eddie is willing to fight for his place and doesn't moan when he doesn't get in the team. He keeps working hard till he gets his chance. It's true, but like the only way is down for Eddie in terms of a club. Like, unless you start bagging, like someone said, you become a 10, 15, 20 league goal man, then the game's gonna leave you at some point at Arsenal. I don't blame him. You know, if you back yourself, you believe you can play for Arsenal and stuff, then do it in it, which he clearly does. You're earning a lot of money, you come from the academy, you're a London guy as well. But at some point, you're gonna have to keep it moving because Gabriel Jesus, and again, there's been times Eddie probably should be the first name on the team sheet. There's been times he played out of his skin this season, but Arsenal have always had plenty of players like that. And going throughout our squad, there's very few players that I bet on for the vast majority of the season. I know Eddie and Ketty or Fabio Vieira, these guys, you're going to give me 4 or 5 games on the spin where you're amazing. But if you're trying to win a league title against City where you're targeting 90 points and you have to chase the illusion of perfection, and there's not really that many margins for error, especially with City have dropped a couple of points this season, but we've also shot ourselves in the foot needlessly against Chelsea, Fulham and Spurs, which we still have that element of doing that until that is addressed among everything of bringing in players and stuff. That's when I'll wholeheartedly believe like we can go into a season and win a league. The day I look at my football club and believe we can get 90 points with this City team, that's when I believe we can win a league. Other than that, just try as hard as you can in it and we see where we can go with that. But there's very few players I would bet on for 38 games. Like if I go through it, Saka to a degree, Martinelli to a degree, Trossard to a degree, Jesus to a degree, Zinchenko to a degree, but I know there's going to be some clangers there. Tomiyasu in a certain role at the team. Gabriel, I know you're going to make mistakes, but you're cool. Saliba, the same. Ramsdale and Raya, we can move with you, the least of the issues. Odegaard, you disappear a lot of the time, but lit, you. Declan Rice, Saliba without saying if I haven't made that clear. Partey on ability, but again, you're never here, innit? You're like that mate that's sick at football, but we never really see you at five-a-side. You play once a year or whatever. Probably like my attendance for Rongans, actually. Like in the last 2 years, probably played a handful of times. But yeah, man. When I see these things, my mind can change. Who do you think will play up front? Don't think it's the game for Trossard against Brentford's back three. I think it's the game for Jesus. But I do kind of want to see Trossard start, you know, if I'm honest. Got Zang like LV. Boy. DG get into commentary, blood. How? How do you get into commentary? Aren't we here? How? The industry don't mess with the guy. But one day, man, why not? We can't have the Havertz type signings anymore, man. Just sign a couple 30 guys like Timber, another one to go back to what we said. Havertz is expensive experiment by you, like with Fabio Vieira. I like him. I think you can be part of the squad, but you were signed for 30 million. Like we can forgive ourselves if that goes wrong. There's no exit clause for Kai Havertz. Even with Chelsea were probably down on their luck, saying everything I'm saying, and somehow they probably thought it was a spam email from like Nigeria or something when they saw that we're paying money for Kai Havertz. That 65 M's, a £5 million hit. Did they not spend 70 million on him? And they probably sat there and said, you know what, we'll forego the 5 million because we'll make some money elsewhere. And you did score the winner in the Champions League. So £5 million won us a Champions League, £5 million to win a Champions League trophy. But hey, there's going to be none of that with us. No one's stupid enough to give us our money. Unless, the biggest hope is Bayern Munich. Be lucky to get a couple Pokemon cards for Kai Havertz. DG, would you play number 29 today? Funny enough, I don't know for the result. Smash the like button if you haven't, folks. I actually think he will score today, but no. There's never been a time. Anyone that I like Havertz, and I don't like you like that from a footballing point of view, but you play for my club, so I'll support you. But anyone who has said Havertz has done anything in the Arsenal shirt that moves them, that they think, wow, they're a liar. Havertz ain't in our strongest lineup at this moment in time until we see everything. If everyone's fit, he's definitely not. But even right now, I'd rather Jorginho, like Jorginho, Rice, Odegaard. That's my midfield three. I'm not trying to see Havertz. Really. What happened to Odegaard's playmaking ability when he drifts centre? All he does is shoot. Now I think it's the demands of what Arteta wants. Really, I think with the pressing all of that, Odegaard can't really do his thing like that. But he still needs to pattern. DG, I really think Havertz will come up definitely, but only as a squad player. That's all I want. Just show there's a use for you in it, respectfully. Just show me something. Pass the ball forward. As I said, I want Havertz to make mistakes. Like, obviously, you don't want to see mistakes. Mistakes can, pardon me, prove, they can harm you, but you're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna switch off on set pieces. You're gonna get overrun in midfield. You're not gonna be following runners. You're gonna be playing people on side. This is football. Obviously Havertz isn't Ozil, Odegaard, Enzo Fernandez, any half decent player in the Premier League. With Kevin De Bruyne, he's gonna assist and do crazy things. But there might be a time he plays a stupid pass in midfield. It's intercepted. They go and score. I'd rather, if you make mistakes, you're trying in it. Even Saka against Fulham, where Ramsdale got caught out. Saka's a baller, but he played a stupid pass. It's going to happen. But if you're scared, like in life, you're not doing anything. And I don't know what it is with Havertz. Obviously, I wouldn't want to be him because it can't be nice for me. It can't be nice. You start on the back foot, obviously signing for Arsenal. On top of Havertz just being Havertz, you're an ex-Chelsea, man. So you start on the back foot. As much as these players, the only opinion that matters is to a degree is Arteta. That's the one that's playing you. And as much as they talk about they don't listen to the outside and all of this jazz, they don't live under a rock in it. You're gonna see people in London that may have good or bad things to say about you. You're gonna see the net. I'm sure half of these footballers got Twitter accounts that are not probably known. It can't be nice, really. Obviously, it can't be nice generally for any player when a club says, you know what, you need to move on. We don't think we can maneuver with you. But Havertz is at that place, in my opinion, now where you've got to forgive yourself for the past. You've got to accept that even if you scored 20 goals, some fans will never like you. You've got to pull yourself out of this. I'm sure, well, Arteta and the players, I'm sure they're giving you all the confidence they can in the world, but you've got to pull yourself out of that situation. If I'm honest, he's got to pull himself out of this hole that he finds himself in. Who is playing better? I think Chelsea were the better team in the first half. I think Newcastle started better, but I think Chelsea were better. To be fair to Havertz, Grealish was 100 million squad player at City in the first season. Maybe second year Havertz will be better. I hear that, but Grealish is actually a baller though. Obviously Havertz is a baller. You play for your country, but you're not a baller. You're not a baller. You are right though. But when you make your Grealish comment, makes me think about Declan Rice than Havertz. And what I mean by that is, obviously Declan Rice's progress as an 8 has probably been halted with our frailties in midfield. But he always talks about Arteta's changed the way I look at football and all of these sort of things. I think Declan Rice is obviously going to be quality, but I think in terms of the final third and then other qualities, Declan Rice is being exposed to, or what Arteta wants from a midfielder. I think you're only going to see that next season. If I'm completely, you're going to see a better one next season. If I'm completely honest with you, Gallas peak times. Xabi Alonso probably does go Real Madrid or Liverpool. Wish we could get Xhaka back for the rest of the year. Kyle Walker is better than James, hands down. It's not even close. I'm an Arsenal fan. I think it's close. I just think Kyle Walker is more consistent. He's more experienced. He's more street smart. Yeah. Havertz is low in confidence, but does good stuff defensively, makes good runs, gets in the right position. His confidence will improve, then we'll see a player. It's true, but I'm not going to lie. Every player is a confidence player, but where Arsenal's going to go, we need to find out, all clubs really, you need them players that, if you have a bad or good game, it doesn't make you good or bad. You just accept it. Havertz looks like a man, like a couple of these players, a bit like Mudryk at Chelsea. He looks like someone that constantly needs an arm around you, telling you how good you are, or someone believing in you. Don't get twisted. We all need that in life. We all need someone to believe in us. Sometimes we need to hear that externally. But when it's that volatile, week to week, safe, man. You need players that, I don't even know the word, but you're just on one level, man. You're literally just on one level. Bit like Eddie, actually. Eddie, you're just on one level. So yeah, man. Boy, shout out footy chats. Wherever your comments gone. Agent Gallas, terrible, bro. Agent Gallas was one thing, but I don't care. Havertz's been a better player than him. We just have to pray with Havertz, man. DG, would you rather Zubimendi or Luiz? Zubimendi. All I can think is they watched his time at Leverkusen and thought we could get him back to that. Probably, but I'm tired of hearing about this Leverkusen. When did you leave Germany like that? Cool, the Leverkusen thing. That's just to allow us Arsenal fans to cope. When did you leave there? Swear down he left in 2016. Look, come on, man. It's 2023. Allow it, man. It's almost approaching a 10-year anniversary. Well, I'm not watching that no more. I'm not attacking you personally, but this is what us Arsenal fans are doing. And again, in life, you have to listen, innit? I actually listened to my Chelsea supporting friends when they spoke about Havertz and when I asked them about Havertz, and it just feels like it's the same conversation with just a new fan base. It probably is. He probably does second guess himself, but that's where he needs to free the mind. Hit those likes, help the channel, like, share, and comment for a great guy trying to build a great channel. Too nice, man. Bro, can you wear your merch on some of these shows? I want to see what the black hoodie looks like on a person so I know what size. We say modeling thing, yeah? Okay. Okay. I don't blame you. My hair's not cut, but I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Second half soon kick off. I don't blame you. Technically, you got that, but I don't blame you, man. I'm definitely the sexiest YouTuber. You're gassing me. Boy. All right, saying that the modeling thing soon land. Second half soon kick off, folks. Both teams are back out there. All black hoodie looks dope. It is dope, man. It is dope. You know, I wear it. Where is it? I think it's in the wash. I wore it to the gym. I ain't gonna cap to you. Giving a few of those away and t-shirts. Shout out to you if you ever, been given that. It's a lovely cheat code. Allegedly, I don't know. But anyways, Newcastle are going to kick off, people. In 54 minutes, we're beginning our watch along for Brentford versus Arsenal as well, folks. Hope to see you all there. Is this Liverpool-Arsenal game going to decide second place? I don't look at the league tables. I don't know where anybody is, but you'd imagine, man. You'd imagine much. But yeah, I don't know how we got with Kai Havertz. That was extended, but yeah. Odegaard is under pressure to shoot as the other guy is only bagging from the spot on an Oxfam thing. To make a wish settings, man. And that's even that with Havertz. Just stop being a cherry case now, man. And obviously, it can't be nice. Like, bro, you're Kai Havertz. Like, you played for your country. You've won a Champions League. You know, you've got a significant amount of experience. And, like, people younger than you are saying, nah, bro, have the penalty, bro. You can do a thing. Jackson and Lascelles are into a bit of handbags. And it's another Chelsea free kick. Why have I got this minimized? Why am I not watching this properly? I don't know. Do you think Havertz is suffering from long COVID? It's the only reason why he's been spaced yet. Oh, my days. You're a bad guy, man. Probably. You know what? Let's cut him some luxuries. Havertz backup goalie. Crazy. Imagine. My strongest lineup: Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Tommy Rice, Zini, Odegaard, Gabriel, Jesus, Saka. But that's the thing, Bournemouth are winning 2-0, by the way, people. The Love Island Utes in Tavernier and Clivert have scored. Who is the better keeper between Raya and Ramsdale? I think in Arteta's mind, his strongest squad, gun to his head, if he had to get 3 points, it'd probably be Raya now, but can't necessarily say that. I think there's a hole in that midfield. Chelsea have another free kicker. Can't lie, Reece J. Oh, Lord. James, you're better than that. What was that, Reece James? Sterling probably should have taken the second one. That was horrible. I mean, it happens. It's difficult. But that was horrible. That was absolutely horrible from Reece James. Quality player. It's hard not to like him. 74 likes. We're flirting with 100 people. Come on, man. You lot acting. Come on. Second live stream of the day. Third and final one in 52 minutes. Livramento misses out on his header. Joe Linton just doing everything but looking like a footballer. That was the only time I rated him. I think that's the only time all of us rated Kai Havertz. Like, I've seen enough of Kai Havertz, man. Leverkusen balling right now against Bremen. I hear it. You, man, regret how you got rid of Wenger, considering you, man, wanted him out for only getting top 4? I didn't want Wenger out. Everyone knows I wanted Wenger to the end. I did think he needed to step. I did think he got a bit toxic. And I mean, unless you're going to try and do this Pep Guardiola thing or Chelsea with us and do the Todd Burley thing, then it's not that we can't capitalize on moments and miss chances and shouldn't have more ambition. But it's like, where are we going in the grand scheme of things? My heart does bleed with the way Wenger went. But I think with Wenger, I learned a life lesson from Wenger. I think he should have learned from Ferguson, quit while you're ahead, quit while you're on top. Sometimes you can stay somewhere long enough to be a villain, innit? I don't think we're going to see the Sir Alex Fergusons and Arsene Wengers and them long managers there. Like, who's probably had the longest reign, in football now? Probably Pep, Klopp. Arteta's got to be in and around there somewhere. There's probably a next one I can't remember. Eddie Howe might be at Newcastle for a minute, but yeah, 20 odd years, don't know. And I do think Wenger could have left in 2014 when we ended the drought that time. Probably should have left when we beat Chelsea. Newcastle have switched it out here to the left. When we beat Chelsea with holding Monreal and Mertesacker, he probably should have walked there. And I think Wenger's issue is obviously he's quite philosophical and he's got more hobbies than just football. But Sir Alex Ferguson always said, yeah, that I got horses and things. I think Wenger just lived for football. That was it. And personally, for in the last few years under Wenger, while I think people didn't appreciate him, I think he's the lines got blurred from making the best decisions for Arsenal and the best decisions for Arsene. I mean, Sterling's got to learn to play to the whistle. Ooh, that was a cute bit of skill. I think both players are, play acting now. Everyone's dropping to the ground for everything. Patrick Vieira would be a good shout. No. Patrick Vieira only needs to return to the Emirates if he's planning on doing part of the coaching staff or trying to play again, especially with our holes in midfield. I don't know for Patrick Vieira as the gaffer still. I don't know about that. Bruno is so dirty, can't stand the guy. DG, gun to your head, name 5 Youngboy tracks. I'm dead, bro. I'm dead, bro. I'm dead, man. I lived a long life from 1995 to 2023. Favorite YouTube is gone. I'm gone, man. But I am sorry for the NBA Youngboy slander. He's quite decent. Outside today. Oh no, man, I'm gone. Corner kick to Newcastle, nonetheless, people. Can they make something happen? It's a decent knock, actually. Sanchez dropped to the floor. Is he appealing a foul? I don't know. Maybe he just lost his footing. Bless DG. That game earlier had me stressed, but we'll take the point and buck them at Anfield in the back end of the season, so we move. Apparently, Sheffield United are getting hammered by Bournemouth. Surely they sacked their gaffer. To be fair, all of these clubs that have been promoted, it's a terrible bunch of clubs, isn't it, really? Not with the greatest of respect, Luton don't look like they're or nothing. Sheffield look terrible. But the beat. And Burnley the football's too naive. But I don't know if Burnley would sack Company or if it makes sense to sack Company, if I'm honest. Because he probably help you get out of the Championship again. And the very fact that, you look at Everton, they had 10 points deducted. And before all of these games started kicking off, 10 points deducted. And they're still above them, tells them everything. Listen, it's too early in the season for what other people's results mean. Everyone's going to drop points. Everyone's going to gain points. All Arsenal need to do is focus on beating Brentford. In my opinion, one of the best away games in the Premier League, one of the toughest teams to play. Thomas Frank is one of the best managers in the league. We need to try and avoid back-to-back away defeats and just put our best foot forward. 1995, same age as my son. Big up your son, man. 1969. Crazy. You've been here for a while, man. Burnley are winning. They need 3 points. And they are beating West Ham. They need 3 points, man. I think all 3 promoted clubs are gone, man, if I'm honest. I think Everton will be all right, actually. Obviously, need to get 3 points, but I think they'll be all right. Sterling could be in here. Never. It's getting a bit silly from both teams now. I don't know. Everyone's just going to the floor and jumping on the floor and acting like they've been fouled. It is still end-to-end. I don't know what Sterling's appealing. I don't know what he's appealing. It feels like Sunday League where it's just who can shout the loudest, who can get in the referee's ear first and whatnot. Burnley really beating West Ham or people just mixing up shirts. Boy, about time West Ham lost, man. I don't know why they're forcing a rivalry. Sterling offside. Ref says, no, that's a good ball by Benoit Banishile, whatever. Cucurella down this left-hand side. Feels like time is going slow. Enzo Fernandez. Leslie. DG sounded like a politician. Damn well every Arsenal fan was hoping for that game to end in a draw. I don't know anything. I can only control my own thoughts. And of course, I'm happy to see teams around me drop points, but I indirectly, I'd rather City lose because City are near enough invincible that I think it's actually better for everyone in the grand scheme if they actually lose these games. To be fair, maybe I'm being harsh on Sterling, Nah, I don't know. I really don't know. Anyway, I don't think the rest gonna have a look at that play continues. Have faith in Sean Dyche. DG took Burnley to Europa. I think Everton will be all right. I don't think Everton are going down personally, just because I think the standard of the three promoted clubs and one always survived. Jackson, could he score? Thought too much about it. I genuinely thought Jackson was going to hit that and it's 2-1 Chelsea. Gordon, Joe Linton. The hell is that from Joe Linton? Can't lie, he's a horrible footballer, man. Shout out to Eddie Howe for converting him into a midfielder. You've done quite well there, but it's quite awful to watch, man. Joe Linton's antics, everything. I mean, football's a funny old game of opinions. My opinion don't matter. He's playing for a big club in Newcastle, playing Premier League football for Newcastle, and somehow called up to Brazil. Life is crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. Shout out to him, though, man. It's getting sloppy now, man. It's getting very sloppy. From both sides. It's siege mentality now at Everton, us against the world. Hey, please, Sunday. Please, Everton. I need to see long throws like Rory Delap, corners. I need to see Goodison Park rocking. I need it. Burnley are winning 1-0 against West Ham. Rodriguez with a penalty. As much as I would love for Everton to go down, I think they have enough to survive. Sean Dyche knows how to survive relegation. It's true. And as I said, I think Sheffield are gone. I mean, every year one of the promoted teams survives. Like I thought Bournemouth were dead set to go down. They didn't. But I just think Luton looked gone. Sheffield looked the worst of all of them. I do like the way Burnley play football, but I don't think they're ready to stay in the Prem. I'd love company to avoid it, and it don't look good for the IC3s, but Almiron. Are you going to pass the ball, Almiron? Why is he not passing the ball? And to be fair, he's been fouled there. Baited Cucurella into that. Don't think there was a need from Cucurella to do that. Now it makes sense why he was doing that. Boy. DG rank these players from best to worst. It will be Ceballos, Havertz, Maitland-Niles. Havertz last. Ceballos second. Then Maitland-Niles, and then it will be on the basis of, you exceeded my expectations at the Emirates and you were sold for big money. Ainsley, 1 minute you're crying about being a centre mid and whatnot, but we did have some good moments, penalties and that, he won us a trophy. But yeah, Havertz the worst out of all of them. Havertz ain't showing me none. Free kick to Newcastle. Trippier, I don't know what that was. Hugh Wizzy, aka Cucurella, heads it clear. And I don't know why. It's getting a bit. I'm getting a cramp. But it's getting a bit silly now, man. Both players are just both sets of players. Like it's like the boy who cried wolf. They're just crying about everything. It's boring now, man. It's fun the first time, but they're all just whining and they know honestly in their hearts that these are not fouls. My gran would say to me if I was behaving like that, stop crying before I give you something to cry about. It's absolutely crazy. Oh man, that's my 90 minutes done. Oh gosh, see the shift I put in for you lot. Smash the like button. Damn, it's not easy sitting in this chair, Give Kai a chance. Yeah, but I can only talk about what. Yeah, I'm giving Kai a chance. You play for Arsenal, innit? I can have my opinion, but I'll support every player that plays for the club. But Jason's asked me a question. I'm not gonna lie to him. I think out of all of them, Havertz is last. There was a time people were gassing up Ceballos, even though it was frustrating. And then I think it's a toss-up between Ainsley, Maitland-Niles, and Iwobi for first. I'm not gonna lie, man. I do think in our fan base, I'm not saying you, especially with content creators, yeah. I think there's some people that are positively toxic where you're not being honest with yourself or with people at all. And it just feels like you're twerking to one day, maybe work for Arsenal or get them to mess with you and things like that. And then, misery likes company. And of course, there's times to be positive. There's times to be critical, but it's just like some people just want to be negative about everything, shout, engagements and whatnot. And for what it's worth, people can do what they want. Everyone's allowed an opinion. Opinions are like arseholes, innit? We've all got one, but I just think in life, you got to be balanced, innit? If it's raining, tell the people it's raining. If it's sunny, tell the people it's sunny. Don't lie to yourself, which I think both sides do. I think there's a lack of balance. Iwobi was the only player that turned up in that Europa League final. Charles, hey, don't remind me about that, man. That's one thing I would love for Arsenal, man. Can we start getting European pedigree? I don't want to. I know we've got European trophies, but we've historically underachieved in Europe, from the Invincibles to, if you're, way before that. I'm 28. If you're older than me, you've been seeing it. Like, yeah, man. Yeah, man. At some point, this game has to change. It feels like it could go either way, people. But yeah, like for me, I was proud of us when we lost in 06, but ultimately we lost. We got dealt with in the Europa League final. And even that, bro, the semi-finals or the latter stages of the Europa League, the 2 legs against Sporting, done my head in. The playing Smith Rowe false 9, Arteta, done my head in. There's defo another one. There's defo another exit there. There's defo another stupid exit in the Europa League. And don't get me started on the 10-2s and everything. Pull it to the box by Gordon. Oh, goal, Newcastle, goal. Lascelles. Love Island's Lascelles. Newcastle are back in this. Come on, you Geordies. Let's go. Woo! Hey, he's revived his Newcastle career. Shout out to you. Probably still going to get shotted soon, but it's all good. It's Newcastle 2, Chelsea 1. Big up Footy Chats for subscribing with Amazon Prime again. Great set piece, really. It's taken short. There's a couple of passes. Joe Linton's actually done something half decent. It's gone to Anthony Gordon. Gordon, I never used to rate you. I rate you, man. Come do an interview. Lascelles, thunderous header. And again, that is one, that's the result of the training ground. Like, them things there, it's them sort of things. You do that 10 times across a season, it doesn't work out. But when it works out, it does. Olympiacos, don't start. Yeah, I knew it. Olympiacos. And you see what frustrated me about these games? Because it's all, the damage is always done in the first leg. Yes, we, penalties were missed. Ramsdale got embarrassed at the Emirates against Sporting Lisbon. But the damage was done in the first leg. Newcastle 2, Chelsea 1. And boy, Chelsea, the next goal is vital. Chelsea are going to have to get with it immediately. Reece James has lost the ball. No, he hasn't. Cole Palmer's in possession. Cole Palmer. Thiago. Oh, what? Uncle Thiago, what is this? Joe Linton. Yes. Hey, let's slander. Chelsea. Smash the like button. Hey. Woo. Newcastle, let's go. Newcastle. To be honest, I don't. Thiago Silva doing it on purpose, man. You must be Arsenal fan. You did it on purpose because you tried that skill in the first half. It didn't bang. That is a mare. Thiago Silva typically is very consistent for Chelsea, but that was a madness. I don't know what he was doing. He got no love from his fellow Brazilian. Joe Linton said, yeah, all right, safe. Good finish as well. Broken clock, right? Twice a day. See what happens, Joe Linton, when you stay on your feet, lad. You're a baller. Let's go. Come on, you Geordies. We're doing this thing. I knew to do a watch along for this. And again, people, in 37 minutes, we will be watching Arsenal versus Brentford. Aye, you're right. Matisse, I'm on to you because when Arsenal lost against Newcastle, he tried to call me. Let's get on to him. What goes around comes around. You know what? I should stay humble in this life because we got Brentford, but where's Matisse's number? There we go, Mr. Matisse. He won't answer though, man. He shook. Has he locked off the stream yet? Big up Matisse. Make sure you're subscribing and that. Boy, Chelsea. He won't answer. He shook, man. He shook. Tell him come outside, man. Enzo Fernandez, it ain't easy. He's not answering. Look scared. You know what? In life, be humble. So yeah, that's Matisse. You'd think we're not friends. He's not answering. Goals change games. And Chelsea probably didn't even have time to think about the second one that went in, let alone the third. Oh, Conor Gallagher chasing his first touch. This is horrible, man. I'm not sure why. Obviously, the same result could have happened, but I don't know why Caicedo didn't start. I don't know why opportunities have been given to other players. But they've done it. This is lovely. Come on, Eddie Hell Masterclass, man. Come on, boys. Shut up shop. There's just under half an hour to go, really. So anything could happen. Anything could happen. And it's a bit brazy in that regard. He's not answering. See, my Chelsea supporting friends are not answering. They're not answering. Call the next one. They're not answering. They're not answering. They don't like me anymore, people. Aye, Villa, Everton, please do your jobs. Because it's not just a Chelsea thing. Everyone can get it. Arsenal do your job as well, because what goes around comes around. Should be burning. You thought Raheem Sterling scoring a free kick at St. James's Park in his happy days? Safe. Too soon for banter. You know what? You got to live in the moment. None of them are answering, though. So I'm not going to answer. All right, Top Blue, where are you, man? You was giving verbal. All right, Malik, where's these star boys now? This is why you should shut up. Where are they now? Chelsea. See, Poch knew the angle already. That's why he's sick. Look, he's got his belly on as well. He's going to do a move after the game. He knew what time it was. That's why he said, I'm sitting in the bleachers. I think, Poch, you're giving faith to players that are meaty, man. Obviously, you've not been helped by the mistake from Thiago Silva, but they happen, innit? It happened with Alisson today. £100 million Enzo Fernandez looking spooky. £100 million Caicedo not even on the pitch. Crazy. Cole Palmer. Oh my God, Cole Palmer. Like, what? There's no penalties for you today, brother. I like you, Cole Palmer, but the game is the game. Cucurella, he's done all right. Boy, football's a humbler. Just make sure you get the job done. Boy, they're not answering. We're not losing to. See, almost got me. I got excited. You know what? Brentford allow me today, innit? Arsenal, do your job. Just do your job. Enzo Fernandez, boy. Shit. Boy. VAR, we didn't concede 3 against Newcastle. VAR done a great job against us. Boy. So what? That crap French centre-back that you look compared to Saliba starts and you look meaty. Yes, sir. What? I was at Newcastle's. Alisson was selling out today, legit match fixing. Wait, I go for 5 minutes. It's 3-1. Blink, and you miss it. Up the Magpies. Mudryk and Caicedo picked them over the mighty Arsenal. Money will do that to you, man. Yeah, what? Ukrainian Neymar can't get on the pitch at 3-1 down. Hey, doesn't look a decent player when he's not scoring dodgy crosses, is it? Oh, he's coming on. And Caicedo. And Broya. To be fair, I don't know why Broya ain't come on sooner. I just think Chelsea got too many players. Sometimes in life, when you got too many options, that it's meaty. What I would say, I won't quite say Chelsea are out of it, but they need to find a second goal quickly, get a bit of nervousness into the Newcastle players and fans. But Newcastle got the bit between their teeth, and boy, it's a counter attack here. Bruno Gomares punches it to Gordon. Come on, Gordon. Yeah, Reece James channeled his inner John Terry there. He had to win that. And again, Sanchez is giving it back to Newcastle. Again, Newcastle need to manage the game. You know, this was like the Newcastle. It's been a weird game because Newcastle started the way they're playing now, or having this last few moments. This is how they were playing in the first half since the start of the game. Then Chelsea scored, and then it looked like Chelsea were the ones that kind of going to go and nick it. And then Newcastle are back on what they were in the start of the game. It's been a crazy one. Been an absolutely crazy one. Thoughts on FIFA? Get it done, man. The Monaco lad, get it done. Get it done. Winning at St. James's Park ain't for everyone. We won there last season, Laos, man. He's on the phone to Saeed. Big up, Saeed. Again, go and check out the video I did with Saeed yesterday. I uploaded it yesterday. Got it out for you, look. Boy, certain man are not on nothing when there's no bookie penalties, man. It's crazy. 3 subs. Bro, your Mudryk and Caicedo coming on. He's number 23. Gallagher should have come off a long time. This Leslie, you know you're going Strasbourg and them things there. You're going to go on like 20 million loans. They're going to do you like Kennedy. You're not getting seen again this season. Conor Gallagher, you're getting sold soon, man. But I like Gallagher, man. He's actually done well to fight to have a Chelsea career. He's proved a lot of people wrong, but football's not a fairy tale. Man, we'll show you their level sooner rather than later. Jackson, bet you wish you could play Spurs every week. Son, unfortunately, son, you're up north today. Caicedo, come on, player. You cost 100 million, blood. See what you do. I like bro. He just had a terrible time with injuries. That Saeed video was quality. One love for watching it. That Mount injury threw him off. Yeah, for those who don't know what he's referring to, when we was recording it live on there, like I think he's got Fabrizio Romano alerts on and he saw it. Mount's out again. I mean, that's one good thing Chelsea had. That Chelsea fleeced us, United, bro. How you get 65 million? I swear it was 60 million for Mason Mount and 65 for Kai. That's what makes me believe, regardless of the football teams, like all of these guys are all in this together because it doesn't make sense. What? Whoa, Reece James is lucky. Why did he turn around? I don't know, man. I'm sure Poch has got his reasons. I do think Chelsea will get it going sooner rather than later, but like there needs to be a flush out of a lot of players. I think there's too many players. There's a lot of rotations. I don't know why certain man didn't start. A lot of these players are hella naive. It's ridiculous. Cole Palmer has Raheem Sterling to the right. Surely you might as well just let Sterling stay on the left, Mudryk on the right. You can cut in and have a shot like certain guys in the intro vids. Shit, man. I score screamers. I make good content with fantastic fans. People are telling me to model the hoodies and that. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. And it's only getting better. Bro, yeah. But to be fair, no point bringing in bro. Look where Broya is. He's out. He's done well. For him, he's done well to hold the ball and give it to his players. But, bro, look, Broya is a striker. Look where he is. He's on the right-hand side. Sterling. Oh, that's a good ball by Caicedo, to be fair. And Newcastle, that was a bit shaky, but they've dealt with it. Oh. To be fair, good play. Good play from Anthony Gordon. Very important free kick to win. I'm sure that hurt, but got out of that. Livamento's walking a bit gingerly as well. He might be someone that a change happens to. Yeah, I've been hearing good things about that AC Milan guy. There's been a lot of injuries in AC Milan's lineup. So I mean in AC Milan's squad. So naturally he's getting a look in. Why such an attacking lineup for Arsenal? Attack's the best form of defense. Let me see what we're dealing with. So White's only fit enough for the bench. Havertz on the bench. Yeah, done now. Okay. I don't think you could drop Trossard. So I'd imagine Trossard's in the 10. Trossard, I don't know. Arteta's Buki. It could be the other way around, but I'd imagine Trossard's in the 10. Not the 8. But then again, you're right. Still, well, to be fair, Havertz looks the best off the bench, but we don't really have much. Jorginho's been dropped. Maybe there's issues around his legs. Odegaard in the 8. I did a video on that. Let's go. I would wear the away shirt that we're actually meant to wear, but you know the green screen don't agree with it. So it's a non-starter, really. Ramsdale back by default. I hear that. £120 million Enzo only has a 13% win rate while starting. That's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, I hope Trossard's the 8, but with Arteta, you don't know. It could be Trossard. I mean, I hope Odegaard's the 8, but with him, it could be Trossard. I don't think it makes sense. Sanchez, not too long left in this game, folks. Man, I shook. Man, I actually not answering the calls. Actually shook. It's no fun, man. That's why you shouldn't troll. Reece James has been booked. Look, man, of silence and calls. God, please don't let us sleep. I mean, you can't expect to see Reece James play 90 minutes. I think everyone we said it earlier, be more shocked. Now he's off. That's probably why Gusto said, you know what, let me sign for these, man. Such a good player. Been dealt a terrible time with injuries, man. Terrible time. Sometimes life can just be cruel, man. Man said once I heard Havertz is on the bench, I can't stop smiling. Havertz is scoring today, man. Havertz is bagging today. Let me wait. Reece James got a second yellow. I thought he get subbed. Save. Chelsea. Is this your captain, blood? Crazy. Told you lot about these BBL dons, man. He's gonna be on Bad Girls Club, man. He's gonna be on Bad Girls Clubs. Zebedina, man, like, man. He's gonna be doing podcast soon. Is Matisse offline yet? I don't know. Reece James hype, man. Dead. And to be honest, it is a silly, from an banter aside, he's an experienced player. It's one of them, you do it and then you think, oh shit, like I've effed up here. He's way too experienced to be doing that. It's just been a terrible game for Chelsea, really. It's been a catalogue of errors, man. The catalogue of errors. Bare things have gone wrong. Silly mistakes, red card, 3 silly goals. Cole Palmer, I haven't seen you all game. He's off now. Boy, safe, my brother. No penalties to save people. Levi Cole was coming on, and you never know. Anything in life can happen with 11 players on the pitch. You go down to 10 away from home. It's probably now, obviously, if you can get one, make the scoreline look a bit cuter, then Bob's your uncle in it. But it's probably got to that stage now for Chelsea where it's just about you don't concede again now, innit? If you do something, you do something. Levi Cole all over the place there. To be fair, boy, this is a difficult game for everyone now to get into. Like games like this must be very difficult for the substitutes, really, because it's clearly mad emotional. Newcastle is rocking and whatnot, and now you're down. Everything's going wrong. Boy. Lovely pass by Bruno Guimaraes. Anthony Gordon. I can't lie. Baller, man. I never saw this at Everton. Eddie Howe, that's why you're a manager. And I'm chatting crap on YouTube. Big up you lot, though. What a player. Guimaraes. That's a ball, Almiron. Where's his options? And this is the thing. That red card is the best thing that could have happened for Newcastle because they, just don't be silly. Just keep doing what you're doing. You might even get a foul. I think I speak for everyone. We hope they get a foul. Trippier. Come on, Source. Hey, dive, man. Set it. Guimaraes blocked by Colwill. Oh, dodgy defending. Swing your left peg at that. Guimaraes, what you doing? We get it. You're Brazilian, but bang it. We want carnage. Throw this lot to the wolves, man. We want absolute carnage. And Newcastle just pressing. They've smacked the near post. I can't lie. This looks like under 18s against grown men. Chelsea have fallen off a serious cliff in this second half, folks. It's unacceptable, really. Banter aside, I love banter as much as the next person, but it's unacceptable, man. For a club like Chelsea, this is unacceptable. Unacceptable. And with that, I'm still here, folks. I might as well get the Arsenal lineup sorted, innit? Really. I thought Cucurella's done all right by his own standards. Tomiyasu. I can't lie, I'm happy Tomiyasu's playing today. We're going to need that height. I mean, I'm scared of Brighton, man. Brentford, apologies. I'm scared. They're a very good team. They can play ball. They can go long. They can somewhat go toe-to-toe with you for football, or they can hit you on the counter-attack. They've Wieso and Buemo. Is it Janssen and Nordgaard? I'm still scarred. Even though, to be fair, since they absolutely smacked us up on the first game of the season a few years ago, we've actually done all right against them generally, but it's not well enough. And in London derbies, we haven't done well this season, really. We ain't lost, but we ain't done good. In fact, with the exception of Crystal Palace, where I think we was very good seeing out the game and that, but we were horrible in that. Let's be real, man. We weren't good. Free kick to Newcastle once again. I mean, it's all been Newcastle in the second half, way before, in the last 20 minutes, really, way before it went down to 10 men or the goals even went in. That's a ball. Yeah, come on. We want blood. We want Chelsea players on a milk carton, man. From a footballing sense, obviously, before people start doing too much. We want blood. Now, if Aston Villa and Everton, so if the mic there could do their jobs, and you know what? You got to remember we need to do our job as well. We're laughing today, man. We're laughing. Not too long left in this game, folks, at all. Not too long left in this game. Odegaard's in the 8, surely. And I guess that's, I guess Arteta said, let me keep everybody guessing. It's not a case of either or. Let's do this. Cucurella's been booked. Chelsea behaving like kids. Indisciplined, all over the place. Players are not taking responsibility. Matisse finna get 100 subscribers today, man. Chelsea's content creators are going clear. I thought, when they drew against Arsenal and drew against City, they did say they got the best midfield in the Prem. They were doing unneeded cap. A10 Malik, you and Top Blue were doing hella chattings and trying to talk about Martinelli and all these things. And as I always say, in life, you've got to watch your own rice. You watch another person's pot of rice, your thing's gonna burn. Unless you got a rice cooker. Newcastle away, not so easy now, is it? Lovely. Freedom. Hey. I need to see Newcastle butcher these up, man. We want them on a t-shirt. Joe Linton on this far left-hand side. He's found Gomares, the boys from Brazil. Gomares fancied the shot. Sterling said, allow it. I mean, Sterling can say, I don't know about you, man, but I scored in that. Did my thing. Trippier, that's a ball. Saw. Raw. Saw is chopping, guys. You lot are in the trenches, Chelsea. I mean, not Bruno Gomares. Anthony Gordon's a bit of a see you next Tuesday. There was no need to budge Levi Colwill like that, but I'm absolutely here for it. Don't get it twisted. I'm absolutely here for it. So you've got Odegaard, Trossard, Rice. Who else you got in there? Obviously, Mr. Bukayo. Be shocked to not see Bukayo. Our bench is so horrible, though, man. That's not too much in relation to that. Martinelli. 11 minutes left, folks. 11 minutes left. And we've got Mr. Jesus. Lovely to see him back. We're going to need you today. Don't forget, people, after this, our third and final stream of the day sees Brentford against Arsenal. Big up you lot, because you lot have made it worthwhile. The time has flown. Eddie Howe stops going up, man. What happened? Don't deny your gang. Let's watch your game, innit? That's all you're on now. Let's just watch our game. It's no fun. Come on, man. You had hella verbal. It's no fun, man. I feel sorry for you, like, I really do. Psych. Long way to continue, man. Isaac. Well in, Isaac. Got things off to a good start. Boy, look what you lot are doing to Uncle Thiago Silva. Man's like 70 years of age, and this is how you're making man remember. You need to go back to Brazil or go to AC Milan, man. You deserve better than this. You've won the Champions League, been a good player for Chelsea. You deserve better than this. These man really spent $1 billion and are still needy. Bro, certain man got 13% win rate. What else? Ukrainian Neymar, £100 million British record Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez. Boy, is that Enzo or Bruno? I swear he turned up against Newcastle. Caicedo shook as well. Look, 5-yard pass, he shook. But big him up, man. He already got, got mum paid, bought mum a nice crib and that. DG, you're a top content creator, maybe my most likable Arsenal fan on the net. I say this as an Arsenal fan, perfect in between of Lee Gunner and Don Robbie. Shout out Robbie and Lee Gunner, but I love Mohammed for the praise, but I ain't no balance in them. I'm old guys. So, I don't know about that. I don't know. Put some respect on my name. Respect, like Jose says. Mudryk running. Raheem Sterling, Shelley and Fraser settings. Bang it. Sterling been dispossessed. Cucurella didn't want none of that. And to be fair, he's on the yellow, so he couldn't even dive in or you're in trouble. He needs to be careful. They're going to go to 9 men. Bruno Gomares. Boy. At one point, it did look like the game could go away from Newcastle. It feels like it's been like 2 games in one, because there was a point Chelsea looked like the better team. It looked like they were reacting well. At least they scored. I mean, quality playing. I would love him at the carpet. Raul, we played today, did it? No, don't deny you. Look, you want 2 more goals. I want 9 men. I want bare stuff. Come on. Gordon, come on. Source them. Gordon. Anthony Gordon. Don't pass it. Yes! Gordon. Yeah! Whatever he's doing with this, I'm a Geordie for 90 minutes or better yet for 8 more minutes. Smash the like button. We have seen a murder today. Boy, they've come back from behind. Boy, crashings. Woo! Stay humble, because we need to do our job. Hey, Newcastle, well in. These Chelsea supporters are still not answering the phone. Ref, we don't need much time added on, we don't. Sourcing. Swear down, you made the run off the French centre back. Compared him to Saliba, you know. You know, maybe you look all right, man. Ramsdale, you should back yourself against Sanchez. I feel sorry for him, man. Right, Almiron outside the foot passes and that. You lot are getting sourced. I swear, I love this. Why are they not answering? Why is every Chelsea fan running? God, please don't make Arsenal win. I mean, lose. Definitely make us win. I'm too far to turn back. I'm way too far to turn back. A man said we don't answer the phone to ops. Let the game finish. Man said let the game. Bro, you're saying let the game finish like it's not 4-1, bro. What's going on? You're not coming back in this. To be fair, I remember when, ironically, against Newcastle, did we not bottle a 3-4 goal lead once many years ago? He's not answering. Look, he's running. All right, Mr. Osei, please. I know you're listening to the stream. Answer the phone, man. I'm in trouble. I need my friend, please. This is lovely, man. This is lovely. I wish Arsenal played already. I really do. I really, really, really do. I really do. This is lovely. Big up Newcastle, man. Woo! Boy. The bottling gene from Spurs has carried over. Cedric on the back. At this point, I salute Cedric because you're making it happen. Well, yeah, Caicedo, come on, and another goal was conceded. We're running agendas, man. What happened to Lavia? If you're Lavia, you're faking an injury, man. Why the hell would you want to play? Bro, Chelsea fans celebrated a fantastic draw against us and a fantastic point against City. Boy, bring these men back to reality. Boy. Don't worry, we'll comfort you when you lose later. We're not losing like you, man. No, A10 Malik, stop doing with that. You lost, bro. Hold it, man. Come on, man. Just relax. It's cool, man. It happens to everyone. It's cool, man. You lot can't even lie and blame VAR like us, though. You're actually having to hold this. Big up us for saving Kai Havertz from this, man. All right, Lascelles. We don't rate these, man. They're bringing on Madueke. You lot defo given up. You lot have definitely given up. Man, you know, Football Manager when you're getting ripped, and I get ripped all the time on live with you lot on Twitch. You just bring it on subs. Sterling. It's cool, man. Hey, he's actually bringing on youngers. Who's this? Hey, 5-1. I want 5. Whoever this is, come and do a madness. Whoever that is, come and do a madness. Don't know you, fella. Murphy. We know you now, innit? You're probably better than them, man. Where did Cole Palmer go? I don't know. There hasn't been a penalty in this game. God, please. All I need is Arsenal 3 points, you know. I promise you I'll be unbearable today. I'll be unbearable. Please. I need this. And then tomorrow, Aston Villa, please. Everton, please. That's what we need. The man said, watch out. Nah, man, banner aside, I think Poch will get it right. But, bro, this season, man, I wouldn't say right off, because I think you're in with a top 4 shout, and I do think you'll be back, but you need to get rid of half the squad, really. Like, there's too many players. And when you got so many options, and there's a lot of players where there's no confirmation, like Enzo's a quality player, Caicedo's a quality player, but that partnership needs to work. Pardon me, Mudryk needs to get it together. He's got nothing to do with this game. You need Nkunku and these man back fit. Defense shambles, like, you know, they're not the only two, but, you know, that Leslie guy that played in midfield and my man that plays the French lad at centre back. Poch probably gave you opportunity to stake a claim for more regular football, and you ain't done it today. They're not to blame today. Thiago made some mistakes and whatnot, but you get the point. But maybe that's even naive of Pochettino, because this is a big game. This is not a silly game. This is not a game to be freestyling. Sheffield United at home, Nottingham Forest. No. In fact, these man lost to Nottingham Forest, innit? I swear. Caicedo made a mistake, letting Tavares and that get 3 points. Boy. Nah, Nkunku don't fix it. But yeah, man. Reece James, what happened? Second yellow. Second yellow. Big up, DG. Good to see Chelsea getting ran through. Man City, Liverpool draw. Results are decent for Arsenal. Let's hope we can win against the Bees. Listen, we just got to focus on ourselves, man. You know, Chelsea fans, you know, everybody's conspiring against us. They want Arsenal to crumble in a matter of minutes. All into the box. Can we get 5? We want 5, man. We want 5, man. Eddie Howe. This is lovely. This is lovely. We want 5, man. This is Chelsea in 2023. If you're surprised, then I don't know what God. Hey, Luton. Boy. When you find where Enzo and Cole Palmer, let me know, man. Matisse was gassing these man midweek. It's crazy. I gotta leave a mental. He made the right decision leaving them. Kamara's doesn't fancy the shot. Oh hey. Come on, man. Someone just Trippier's tried to deliver into the hands of Sanchez. Feel sorry for Sanchez. Psych. They're not answering. Not a single Chelsea sporting friend wants to answer, man. They don't want you. They don't like me anymore, man. Enzo and Caicedo in a proper pivot. Lavia is needed. People laughed at us for getting exposed by Newcastle. DG, they aren't laughing. To be honest, Newcastle slapped it on United. They slapped us and they slapped Chelsea. Newcastle are bullying everyone, isn't it, really? Crazy. Oh, the stream must have been a Chelsea fan because he's locked off. Oh, we're back. We're into the last minute, folks. In 9 minutes as well, don't forget we're watching Brentford against our football club. 3 more likes and we've hit 100. So it's been a fantastic day with you lot. Chelsea fans, I'd like to say I feel sorry for you lot, but I don't, man. Cole Palmer is better than half of the Newcastle side, and you know it. Cole Palmer's a sick player. But football don't care about being better than other people. You don't give a flying monkeys about that. You got to do it on the pitch, lad. No one cares about that. Chelsea got some players that Eddie Howe could probably only dream of. No one cares about that. You're rocking here with strippers and like regens and random Sunday League ringers and think you're going to do this. That makes it even worse. Hey. Newcastle had no quarters against us. Newcastle beat us, man, but like, we just didn't create no chances. These, man, been sourced. And it's absolutely lovely. It's absolutely lovely. Absolutely lovely. It's cool, man. Listen, banter happens. Don't do the sour thing. There's Mudrik. Mudrik get vexed. Yeah, Mudrik and Matt Ritchie. Bang him. Don't have it. Man like Midrook. Don't have it. To be fair, Mudrik's got a right to be frustrated, man. Richie is one of them players. That's a see you next Tuesday as well, to be fair. But boy, we got all the numbers for Arsenal. What number are you, Mr. Trossard? You're number 19. That's you. Slapped in there. What number are you, Tommy Yasu? The amount of times I have to type in these numbers, I really should know them all off by heart. 5 minutes left, people. Who's this? I swear down, I've never seen these footballers before. I've never seen these young, big up Gordon, I've never seen these young players coming off for Newcastle, but about to get to know. Big up Anthony Gordon. I can't lie. You've proved me wrong. I did think when you signed for Newcastle, like, what are they doing that for? Maybe their own fans thought that. But yeah. And big up the young Millie as well. Good. I mean, what a game to start in as a young player, innit? What a game to start in. Well, to be fair, it's not a back three from Brentford today. Fair enough. Pretty sure Eddie Howe and his coaching staff can now begin to focus on the Champions League. For Chelsea, they'll have a couple of days, maybe even a week, not participating in Europe to lick their wounds, feel sorry for themselves, and go again. And a sober reminder that, you know, a draw courtesy of a dodgy penalty doesn't mean your fortunes is upturned. They got Chelsea though, man. Crazy. Todd Burhey, you're doing your thing. Chelsea could be in here. No. Actually, no. Encouraging run by Madueke, to be fair with you. Caicedo's tried to turn on the ball and, yeah, he's been dispossessed. I think if you're a Chelsea fan, you've seen that numerous times and heard a commentator say that numerous times. And it won't be the last. Oh man, it's all entertainment. Don't cry, Chelsea fans, man. Don't cry. Arsenal might give you entertainment in a bit. Listen, my God is real. We're not going out like this. If we do, then I deserve all the banter returned back to me. Nordgaard's in there. Who else we got? I mean, Chelsea the ref kind of done us dirty, didn't he, people, with 5 minutes of added on time. It's quite the turnaround. I thought we would have just been finished. There's no need for 5 minutes from this referee, but he's elected to do that. And we're into the last minute, essentially. Don't forget, 5 p.m. So literally in 5 minutes, we're going again, folks. Who else have we got to put in this team? Embuemo. Who else have we got? Mr. Embuemo. Sorry, folks, I'm still watching the game, but yeah, it's now time to start thinking about this. Oh, we ain't put Olienka in the game. For Chelsea, boy, like honestly, if I was Poch, more than anything, like the second half, lost their discipline, been in disarray, been all over the place. But it feels like we've watched 2 games or 2 different very Chelsea sides, because I did think Newcastle started the game superbly, like absolutely superbly. But after Sterling scored that goal, it did look like there was a good reaction from Chelsea. It looked like they potentially were going to win this at one point. And then, you know, football's a humbler, isn't it? Like, it's inexcusable to concede the goals they did in the fashion they did. You've had individual mistakes, people switching off. These things happen in football, but it's the manner in how you go about things, how you do things, and it's been horrible. Chelsea fans will tell you that. You know, big up match of the day, and that will show you that. It's been horrible. And Newcastle have been a pleasure, really. You know, to come back from behind and do what they've done here is ridiculous. And that brings an end to the game, folks. As you could see, people. On that note, I don't know where Cole Palmer is, people. But on that note, I have to end this stream just so we can do this quick turnaround. We've got 3 minutes. We will be watching Brentford against Arsenal. So, yeah, one love for you lot tuning in. Smash the like button and all of that good stuff. Peace.
There's always just that active red flag. Defenders, I think, is like...
Easy, 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 easy.